protection. Protect me. Takati the warrior. Protect me, please.
Man, welcome to Sermon Sunday, man. It's Sermon Sunday. It's been a while. So, I've said this a couple of times. As a matter of fact, nothing I'm about to say are things you haven't heard already. Hold on, I'm sharing the stream to truth.com. Shout out to Donald Trump for having his own website. Shout out to Donald Trump. I don't know if a lot of you guys are on Truth, right? You know what? It kind of goes with today's theme, right? I don't know how many of you guys are on truth.com, but when Donald Trump got banned from Twitter, he started his own website that's kind of built like Facebook called truth.com. Because he still wanted to get his message out. He still wanted to give a word to his supporters. So it's not as popular as YouTube, of course. But it's there. Anyway, so it's there for the conservatives. And I'm kind of conservative. So check this out. When I was a kid, one of the biggest things I heard from every girl with good hair was, I got Indian in my family. My grandma said I got Indian in my family. So what happened, right? What happened that all these girls no longer have Indian in their family? Now they African American. Now they descendants of slaves. What happened? We talked about this before. The movie Roots. How media, black culture is based on whatever media they see. It's just factual. And it's the only culture where the men follow the women. So whatever the women believe, whatever thing they tell a woman, because girls are goofy, men follow it because they think they're going to miss out on some shit, right? I want to get straight into this because I want to tell you what happened to the FBAs, the ADOS, why y'all won't get reparations, and why being black is silly. It's just silly. I saw this video. Honestly, after I set up the stream, the video came on my phone, and the intro to this video, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I've talked about this before.
Spanish Florida, they could live free.
And once they got there, they found that there were already people there who were living free.
Hold on.
There were formerly enslaved Africans. There were free blacks who
That's crazy. Hold on, this is not what I want to show y'all, but let me show y'all this. This is how myths are made, right? Look at this photo right here. Look at this picture. We're not going to go into all the propaganda. This is just blackwashing white history. But you see how this is supposed to be antebellum slavery in the 1700s. You see how everybody G'd up, looking like they fresh to death, about to go to the club, but they running for slavery. You see how all the women look elegant. This is why propaganda works. They give you an image of a bunch of black people dressed like Brits in the 1700s, running away in a Sunday's best. I cannot. I just cannot. But I want to show you the beginning of this video because this is what black is, right? Hold on, we got to get past the commercials, of course. So, damn, how many commercials they got? So this is what black is. Black is women telling men who men are. That's what black is, right? And even though they're about to give a version of history, and I'm not even saying that they're wrong, right? They just found out that Jacksonville, Florida was called Negro Town. But they never mentioned Negro Town in this video at all. But they just found out about Negro Town and how all the blacks were in Jacksonville, Florida before Andrew Jackson took over Negro Town and created the Trail of Tears, right? I've told y'all many times, like, how did people go in black but leave out Indian? And they just found that out, right? But here's the thing. And they did a deep dive into it. But this is what it is. This is a woman who just wants to know shit that told her man, or vice versa, and he put her in a spotlight. But either way, this is how they try to rebrand slavery, like slavery wasn't sweet for women. I'm telling you, slavery, and I've said this before. Let me cam up. I need to tell y'all this real quick before I push play. Slavery was the best time until recently, until 1990, whenever O.J. Simpson got arrested for domestic. Between that time and now, or that between slavery and that was the best time for black women in American history. They didn't want to leave slavery. They were the house niggas. Y'all believe the house niggas? Y'all always talk about a man. Only women lived in the house. They was snitching on y'all like a motherfucker. They was sleeping with the slave master. The slave master was leaving on the plantation if he didn't have other kids. Then she became your warden. And everybody, by all accounts, when women, regardless of race, white or black, when women became slave owners, it was the most terrible thing. All the terrible things you hear about slavery was when white and black women controlled the plantation. Y'all mad at white men? White men broke the bucks. Don't get it twisted. But when it came to the smooth selling of the plantation, all the terror came from women. Just like being raised by a single mother. Anybody that's been raised by two parents, y'all can count on one hand with fingers left over the amount of times that your dad whipped you. You raised with a single mama, you got your ass beat all the time. You think in slavery, when they didn't have anybody, there was no DCFS to call, no children's services. What you think? You know what? Hey, man, look, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to keep this one on YouTube. So, man, support the channel, man.
Dirty Folks needs your support. Please donate to the Daycare Fund.
Do you have some change?
All right, let's get to it, to the first piece of propaganda.
About a people that have been, for some reason, lost to history. This is about the Black Seminoles, the Black Indians.
And their long, remarkable journey to freedom.
I can't do this no more, Abigail. I won't.
What do you mean, Abraham? You're scaring me.
We've been slaves long enough now. I won't spend another day under the whip of these crackers.
Escape? Where can we go? You know they'll kill us. They'll kill us dead.
Florida. I heard them say it's free there. It's a chance, Abigail.
Florida? It's so far, Abraham, and it's dangerous.
I'll kill anybody that gets in our way. Staying here is death. We deserve better. You deserve better. We deserve a life free of these crackers.
Live free or die trying.
Live free, die trying.
Have you ever dated a black woman? Come on, man. When have you ever made a decision? A life or death decision? Y'all don't even make business decisions, save money decisions, what you want to eat for dinner decisions. That's smooth. When have you ever made a life and death decision? And she like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to die with you.
And Abigail was pretty. So she already sleeping with the slave master, probably got one beige baby already. You know what I'm saying? Living how and all. Really? She going with you? That's the image they want to give y'all of slavery. Okay. This is the other image they want to give you of slavery. A story about a man who stayed enslaved because his girls did not want to leave the plantation. And on three different times, the three times he could have been freed, a black woman sent him back to slavery. You might have seen this before. This is what y'all imagine when y'all see slavery. Let me speed it up a little bit.
I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby. What's your name?
Gunther.
Lord God, help that boy. They're gonna put him dead.
What's your name? Say it. Toby. Who are you? Say your name. What's your name?
Toby.
They broke Toby, y'all. They broke Toby, man. There should be a boo on here, man. I ain't got no boo. That's stupid. That ain't no boo. They broke Toby. Shout out to Louis Gossett Jr. Is he still alive? He was a phenomenal actor. A few things you need to notice in here. Number one, the manager. We gonna call him a manager. Y'all call him the overseer, but he was really the plantation manager. What's poppin', Jay? He ain't really do nothing. He created the order. His job is to keep order. Let me tell you who the real villain was in this situation. And it wasn't Kunta. It wasn't Kunta. They broke him, but he was a man. He was a man. Here's a trick right here.
Kunta.
You see that nod right there? That's that Brad Jordan Scarface nod. You know what I'm saying? Give them an offer that they can't refuse. They don't reply. When I walk out, they stank these dudes. That's that mafia boss walk away. Like, I look. So watch this. That's the villain. The man with the whip. Him villain. Him villain. I ain't got no boo. I need a boo. Him villain. Let me tell you why he the villain. Because he would have whooped Toby in perpetuity if his boss didn't tell him not to. He's Steven from Django. Right? He's Steven from Django. He's the black man that hates to see a man see a man in black, right? Because you got to be black or a man. You can't be both. So Kunta came in as a man, and they whipped him black. They beat him black, man. That's really unfortunate.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah.
So this guy right here, he's just doing his job, right? Because they're not gonna remember Kunta. But all the time, because it skipped a lot. I skipped a lot of time, right? Look, people he done walked off, people crying, girls turning the other way. He never stopped whipping. It wasn't like one lick. He was gonna beat that boy in perpetuity. He's gonna beat that boy in perpetuity, man. You ever seen somebody get their ass beat so bad, you be like, ooh. Like, they was doing the ooh. Like when you see Mike Tyson knock somebody out in 91 seconds and you jump out off the couch yourself like, oh, yeah. Here's the thing. For a little bit of recognition, that dude would beat the shit out of Toby. For a little, for a hug, right? ADOS. He still exists. Some of y'all is him. I know some of y'all is him. All y'all niggas that be like egalitarian and love black women. Y'all him. Y'all the dudes that'll kill a man for a woman. Just so you can feel like the man because you don't want to get your skill set up to be a man in your own, your own caliber. That's the Pookie and Ray Ray shit y'all talking about. Niggas with no skills, no ability, no ambition, who still want to be treated as a man without doing what it does to get a man's piece of the pie, the big piece of chicken. Y'all will kill a man. Y'all will kill a man over a girl. Generally speaking, y'all wouldn't do shit to the man. Y'all would be wanting to take pictures with him, shake his hand, all type of shit. Until a girl say, yo, they don't like men coming in black. And y'all will delete that man. I'm going to prove it a little bit later. We slow walking. I'm going to prove it a little bit later. I'm going to show you in real time. But that's what y'all think about when y'all think of slavery. That ain't what slavery was. Slavery was a dude that'll beat you for the establishment, and the woman that wants to keep you on the plantation because she don't want you to be better. That's what slavery is. That still goes on. That's every 12-year-old boy who say he want to buy his mama a house. He has volunteered for slavery. Every guy who say he need to pay all the bills but his girl can still work, he volunteered for slavery. Now, pay all the bills if your girl unemployed. If she a housewife, do that. But if she work, nigga, break that bitch. What are we going to do with more than $2 in her pocket? She's subject to go crazy. If she working, you should be having her pay all the bills while you pay the cable and you stacking your money. Y'all got the game backwards. Y'all the Johns. Y'all don't think like a pimp. A pimp think like a man. I'm not telling you to be a pimp. I'm not telling you to make your girl solicit sex. But the philosophy is still the same, right? She works for me, right? Once an employee doesn't earn for the employer, they get laid off. When the fuck is you the boss and you paying the employee to pimp you? How does that happen? Unless, Home Depot. Home Depot pay these bitches to do nothing. But besides that, when does that happen? Y'all got everything confused, y'all. But that's not slavery. Let me show you something. Let me show you what slavery is. I can't make it bigger. This is the face of slavery, of modern day slavery. And she about to say some good shit, right? But I'm going to tell you why she's the face of slavery. Because as a woman, she's a spoiler of war. And all she wants to do is play all sides against each other and promote a fight. She's gonna say some inspirational stuff. She ain't gonna talk about fight promotion or nothing. I'm translating for you that this is fight promoter shit. All right, let me push play. Because some of y'all might need this information. Because y'all want to hear man advice with a female voice. This is a masculine piece of information. But I'm going to push play. Let's go.
Hey y'all, it's Nika Sewell-Smith here with Ancestry, ready to answer your questions. One of the most prevalent questions I got was around tracing Native American ancestry. And when you start to look at that, location is important. Who were the First Nations groups that were living in the locations that your ancestors were connected to? And does the oral history that you have in your family match up with who those groups were? If not, gotta do more digging. Secondly, you can look at tribal rolls or censuses, and these vary depending on who the group is. In fact, sometimes there were parts of the United States Census that were specifically earmarked for Native American groups. Can you find your ancestors' names on those rolls or on those census records? And lastly, if you're thinking about DNA, consider this. If it's a great great grandparent who was the source of your Native American ancestry, and you have hopes to find that in your DNA, if that ancestry is not introduced elsewhere on your tree, you can only get up to 6% of it represented in your DNA results.
Okay. Correct advice, masculine advice. Let me tell you why. You do have to have a certain percentage of native DNA in order to be classified as a Native American, which means that Generation X and possibly their children, if she's not just a, but I doubt it, because I was at freaking. Generation X is really the last generation where your great grandparent could have enough DNA for you to be registered, right? And the way that these girls is fucking whoever, white boys, Nigerians, Jamaicans, they take you further and further away. So that's one, right? So within the next generation, there'll be no ties to the land, which means no reparations, because these girls fucking whoever, right? So blame poor pussy management for that. Just. Second of all, tracing your DNA is a masculine thing. A masculine thing. Girls are dirt. They just dirt. Men are the seed. You know a fruit by a seed, not the dirt that is planted. You know an orange tree from an orange seed. You know an apple tree from an apple seed. If I show you an acorn, you're going to get an oak tree. If I show you dirt, dirt is dirt. So even the advice she's giving, and she like, your great-grandmother don't mean shit. Who's your great-grandfather? Because they have to trace you by the seed. DNA testing, right? 99.9% your kid or not your kid. They don't test the woman. They don't look at her chromosomes. She just the dirt. She can have 3 kids with 3 different last names with 3 totally different backgrounds. So even if they went by DNA, one kid would get reparations and the other 2 wouldn't, because they reckless. Act like black girls are race loyal. Third thing, very important. And I'm gonna play this again. I'm gonna play this video again, and then because the third thing is even more pertinent to today than any time else in history. I'm gonna play it one more time because I want you guys to understand number 3 as its own entirely different thing.
Hey y'all, it's Nika Sewell-Smith here with Ancestry, ready to answer your questions. One of the most prevalent questions I got was around tracing Native American ancestry. And when you start to look at that, location is important. Who were the First Nations groups that were living in the locations that your ancestors were connected to? And does the oral history that you have in your family match up with who those groups were? If not, gotta do more digging. Secondly, you can look at tribal rolls or censuses, and these vary depending on who the group is. In fact, sometimes there were parts of the United States Census that were specifically earmarked for Native American groups.
Number 3, Native American groups don't get any real money. I told this story last week. I'm going to reiterate it now. Because women are spoils of war. That's why you can't bring black girls with you. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. There are earmarked reparations for Native Americans. And we're going to go through some right now. I'll pull them up. The earmarked reparations for Native Americans do not match the earmarked entitlements for women. Let me say that again. Black women get less being an Indian than they do being an ain't shit nigga. Women aren't tribe loyal. Women are survivalists. Told the story last week. Talked to my favorite sister. She live in Tennessee. I say, man, sis, we really need to go ahead and change our social designation, right? I'm like, man, yo, because I'm done with the black shit, bro. I'm already in it. My sister tells me, she say,
Man, little bro, I did mine like 5 years ago.
I'm like, damn, sis, why you ain't let nobody know? Like, so what's up? Like, ooh, she was like,
Well, I'm still black because I could have been Native American and changing on my ID, but then I wouldn't get any of the social services that I get right now.
and I told her, I said, you know what, sis? That makes sense because you're a black woman, right? There's no real benefit to being black for men. But being a woman in America, there's hella benefit, right? I'll go through some of the list of the things that they give you for being indigenous to the land. But it's no different than the things that black women already get, right? So they get food assistance for Native Americans. Girls already get food stamps, right? Financial assistance for Native and services for Native Americans. Girls already get SSI checks. They making their kids sniff glue and drink and eat whiteout and all type of stuff to get where they going. You know what I mean? So there's no real benefit for girls to be Native American when they get it as a black woman. Housing assistance for Native Americans. Black girls already get Section 8, CHAC, Christian charities, emergency housing funds, Habitats for Humanity. Goddamn it, every black dude who gets some money who wants to save his mama and other single mamas, you know, they start their own housing agency and buy up the block and give it all to black women. So they don't really need they don't need any of the benefits that come with being indigenous to the land because they get even more being black. It's not about being American because it's in the name, Native American, right? They get more being black. So it's a financial decision for them to be a spoil of war, right? And it's a financial decision for them to make sure that you remain a spoil of war so you will kill or die for this goofy bitch. She's taking you away. Y'all talking about all this FBA and ADOS shit. That's why I don't listen to Tariq Nasheed, because half his fucking viewership is women. Y'all keep talking about this ADOS and FBA shit, and y'all keep trying to bring women in. Who the fuck you think gonna set you up? Every time y'all see this reparation shit on the news, in San Francisco, who never had slaves, in Evanston, Illinois, who never had slaves, every time y'all see these reparation shit, it's some black chick in politics talking about, man, they're gonna give reparations to the blacks and the Mexicans and the Indians, whoever people of color are. Everybody gonna get these bitches are puppets. All they want to do is fuck you over. They taking you away from everything that makes you you. They taking you out of your tribal identity and replacing it with whatever the fuck come on your TV set. These are horrible at being human beings. Prostitutes at best. That's what real slavery is. Slavery ain't the whips. Slavery ain't none of that. Slavery is black women keeping you on the plantation. Because you the second most desired man and they the least most desired women. And they know that You the default. Nobody else want it but you. But it's your fault they ain't shit because y'all do not train y'all toddler.
Daddy, you spanked Mama.
You're darn tootin' I did.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
Y'all don't train them, so y'all can't ordain them, so they doing their own fucking thing. They got y'all getting passports going to other countries to get away from them, but y'all will not discipline your toddlers and put them in line. So they your biggest traitors. Y'all literally sleep with the enemy. I mean, I sleep with the enemy from time to time too, right? But at least I know they the enemy. You know how I say my number 2 rule in life? Before I go there, man, let me check the cash app, man. Support the channel. I ain't gonna be able to keep this up.
Hey, baby. How much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please, kind sir?
You know how I say my number 2 rule in life is not to get killed by a simp over a toddler? You know how I keep telling y'all that no matter how great the man is, every black movement was stopped either directly by a woman. Because, I mean, I'm not going to act like a woman didn't try to stab.
Not only a civic duty.
I'm not going to act like a woman didn't try to stab Martin Luther King with a letter opener. But that's a rare occurrence that they do their own dirt. Normally, they promote the fight. They find a man to put a hole in Marcus Garvey boat. They allegedly get Martin Luther King hit so they can sleep with white women too. They start sleeping with white women, like Martin Luther King, like W.B. Du Bois, and sell you out to the Semites. All treachery starts with a man who act like he black, like we all in this together, because color is not a tribe. If color was a tribe, then the Arabs are like you, the people in India are like you, they're as dark as you. It's dark ass Mexicans out here. We'll all be together for if all it took was a color. We'll all have the same language, the same culture, we'll eat the same foods. That shit ain't true. People are tribal. Except blacks. Blacks are whatever the fuck the media tell them they are. But people are tribal. People are nationalists and tribalists. Only thing blacks are women worshippers. That's part of being black. Worshipping women, gays, and felons. That's it. The same girls who fuck felons, knowing these niggas had a boyfriend in jail, will call you gay for telling her no. How was that an insult when your baby daddy bisexual? Because all they fuck is felons. And they fuck the same felons. It's not like every nigga go to jail be a bisexual. They fuck the same bisexual nigga. And then call you gay. So I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. To be black is to be beholden to women, gays, and felons. To let them in your space. And then to lead a man, not over your logo, not over the tribal crest, not over the name on the back of your jersey, because you want to make sure your legacy and your lineage stays strong. No, not over none of that man shit. You'll kill a nigga over a bitch. You'll kill a leader over it. You'll kill the king over your bitch. I'll show you right now. I don't know how I missed this one. This was a minute ago when Barack, second term. Check this out.
It can be fun, a chance to socialize with your neighbors. Well, watch as Mike Jones takes that chance with one of his neighbors during early voting in Chicago. Yes, that was Mike Jones telling the President of the United States to keep his hands off his girlfriend, Aya Cooper.
I really wasn't planning on it.
I am sorry. Please
I
excuse
know.
him.
Now, there's an example of a brother just embarrassing you for no reason.
Embarrassing.
Just for no reason whatsoever.
I knew he was going to say something smart, but I didn't know what he was going to say.
And now you'll be going back home and talking to your friends about it. I could not believe What's his name?
Mike.
I can't believe Mike. He is such a fool.
He really is.
Oh, I was just mortified. She's having a conversation with the president. Fortunately, the president was nice about it.
He was nice about it, but the president couldn't resist a parting shot.
You're going to kiss him, give him something to talk about.
Take care of
Hey, you know what? That was kind of grimy at the end, though. I ain't gonna lie. Most powerful man on the planet. Most powerful man on the planet, right? Secret Service everywhere, police everywhere, cameras everywhere. Better not touch my woman, nigga. And Obama just ain't shit as he is talking about give me a kiss, right? Wars have been fought for less, right? How you gonna try to G-check the president? Y'all keep thinking that this tolerology shit is some bullshit. Bro, y'all can't try without doing tolerology because of shit like this. Y'all will kill the king over a bitch and then be like, oh my God, we need another king like the king we had. Because that's part of being black. Black is trailer park. When you a man, you tribe. Black is just trailer park with a tan. For all the things y'all say about the quote unquote white man, how the white man do. Everything that happened to y'all was by trailer park white dudes. The Emmett Till thing. Have y'all ever like researched the chick who said Emmett Till whistled at her? And the dudes who did the hit? Trailer park. She was a buster. She had 3 husbands, a bunch of lovers. Like she was cheating on a man, had babies on the side, all types. She was a horrible woman. She was a Karen for real. But the dudes who did the deed to Emmett Till, country bumpkins. You saw the movie A Time to Kill with Samuel Jackson. Who did that shit to his daughter? Country bumpkins. Generally speaking, white people don't fuck with trailer park people. White people don't fuck with people in West Virginia that sleep with their little sister and marry her. Generally speaking, men don't associate with the trash. But you have a culture where the women, no matter how many degrees they have, no matter how bad she thinks she is, no matter how articulate they want to fuck a fella. No matter what that job they got, they want to be female police. Every female police officer I know is fucking a fella. Every single one. Some of them fucking them while they still in the penitentiary. So you have women who want the bottom tier. So they're going to make your whole culture the bottom tier because they can't be better people. They're just not good at being people. So they want to bring you down from your manhood and bring you all the way to black. They want to make you gay or felon or some goofy shit just so she can feel equal. The fuck you want to be equal to a girl for? Men are better than women at everything. Why would you want to be equal to a girl? Why wouldn't you want to be superior? Y'all the gods, y'all the heads. Why the fuck would the head lower himself to the abdomen at best? I'ma say the kids the feet. But women put the kids above herself. My kids come first. So they put the feet at the top and they still be the torso and they put you at the bottom. They put the head at the feet, got you eating dirt. Why the fuck would you want to be equal to that? I want to give a shout out to Ken for the $5 cash out, man. Gratitude, sir.
Tacos, and tequila. I want tacos, and tequila. Give me tacos, and tequila. I want tacos, and tequila. Quiero.
You know it really come down to y'all getting scared of girls, right? That's why y'all run from them instead of out-5ing them. That's why y'all want equality instead of superiority. That's why y'all ask for submission instead of using the force it takes to make somebody submit. No other place in life, not wrestling, not war, not big money take little money, not playing spades with or without the jokers. Do you want equality when you had a superior card? You use force to make somebody submit. Y'all are asking for submission. Would you please listen to me, please? The fuck? So when I come through like shorty, get down, I lay down, everybody think I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. I'm natural law. I'm man law. I'm not black law. I'm man law. This is what you guys go through. You go through this terror, not all of y'all. Not all of y'all. A lot of y'all, move around. But this is what every single chick go through, right? This is what they believe in. I'm gonna show y'all the black experience and why I've never seen a man be great with a black woman. Could y'all read that? Man, shut out. Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna practice something. Let me see if this works. Let me see if this works. This one ain't work. Man, that's crazy. I thought I figured out how to highlight y'all comments, man. I guess not. Hey, man, I tried. I tried. They don't even say nothing. Yeah, shout out to No Show Organic. That's what y'all go through, man. Y'all go through. You can't bring them with you, bro. I don't care how many degrees she got. She do like. I don't even know if y'all can read that. Could y'all read the text messages that was going through his phone? What's poppin', Snow? The whole thing was that man was asleep. She like, yo, if you don't answer the phone, I'm gonna get my brother to beat you up. Man, goddamn it, you must be cheating. I'm finna cheat too. I'm about to go sleep with your daddy. Like all the because they not good people. So they mind always goes on to the worst. No matter what the situation is, they mind automatically transfers to the worst case scenario, right? And dudes who think like girls think the same thing. There's a video about LeBron James, and I just took it off my feed, but LeBron was hugged up with Jeannie Buss and with Kurt Rambis' wife. Jeannie Buss and Kurt Rambis' wife are best friends. They both at the Lakers game. LeBron sitting out. They cracking jokes with LeBron, and at some point, Jeannie touched his shoulder, and people freeze framed it was like, yeah, LeBron hitting. But when you look at the whole video, they just cracking jokes, and girls, she just touchy feely, right? People be touchy feely, and everybody like, yo, Savannah gonna beat our ass and all type of shit, because the first thing that people think is the worst when it comes to women. It's not, man, look, Savannah gonna beat his ass. So now the whole thread goes about Savannah. What Savannah gonna do to Jeannie Buss, the woman who signs LeBron checks? It's always the worst. Like, men always have to be. And to be honest, man, black men don't even cheat. Black men don't cheat. So I don't even know where that energy comes from. Mr. O say, how do I feel about the jab? I didn't take it. I felt like it was supposed to be the super flu. Ain't no cure for the regular flu. So how you gonna cure the super flu in 4 months if you ain't cured the regular flu in hundreds of years? I thought it was dumb. I ain't do it. What I did hate about it though was how they restricted movement because of that, right? So they had all type of concerts, and I'll show up at the concerts, and then they be like, you can't get in if you ain't got the jab, and they'll have like little laptops, and somehow they had a link to the pharmacy directory to see if you got jabbed up, and if you weren't, they had a person outside ready to give you a jab just so you can go to a concert. I'm like, man, I'm going back home. Fuck this concert. I hated that, but I just didn't do shit. Me and my boy, we drunk tequila the whole time, bro. Alcohol kills germs, baby. We ain't catch Rona once. Alcohol kills germs, man. We just drunk tequila and stayed safe. I grilled a lot. It was cool. I want to get into the true tribalism part of this. Let me cue this up real quick. Take this quick break. Come right back.
Toddler tales are crazy stories that could only happen to me. Each tale is endorsed by Toddlerology and the Marry Your Secretary courses. In a world where toddlers are only loyal to her employer, learn the skills needed to train your toddler to work at your relationship like she works at her job. There's courses for every level of your relationship status, including polygamy. Need support? Join scheduled study groups with other Toddlerology members. Click the link below. And now, back to today's story.
Damn right, Snowman. Agave cures everything that the weed doesn't. So my boy was double protected because he smoked weed and he drink agave. For those who don't know, man, that's that tequila, baby. Peace and prosperity. I can't pronounce the name, but I do have Google gonna pronounce it. I promise you, before it's over, you'll figure out their name. I don't know. So it's Yunyutle and Nanana. So the Il Nana. Shout out to the Il Nana. And this is totally backwards because Nanana is the goddess of peace and but anyway, let's go. So in the ADOS religion, the Antigua religion, the ADOS is the book. The Antigua religion, Ishi is, I should have wrote this down. Ishi, the god of health. No, Ishi is the god of life. Ishi has 3 kids. One is a side baby with Danda, who is the goddess of love, and their baby name is Asar. He also married Afia, which is the goddess of health, and they have 2 children named, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. And not Il Nana. Shout out to Il Nana. These are the 2 kids we're going to talk about today. Just as a sidebar, because it does say Ishi's children. Asar is a baby you have with Danda, the most beautiful of all children, with thermolucent features. god of euphoria, including romance, lust, and addiction. That's a side baby. The side baby is a bad bitch. Shout out to bad bitches. Yuntule. I need to be a better minister. I need to know the name of the. But anyway, god of prosperity and currency, commonly translated in pagan languages as flow. There is no true native word for currency, right? For prosperity. The loose definition is this. Prosperity comes from currency. Current is the flow. Money flows, right? You know that. That's what they call the currency. Money flows. But everything flows. Life flows. The ebb and flow of life. He whose name I can't pronounce. Matter of fact, come back to this. I'm going to get him to pronounce it for me. Hold on. Here you go.
Yanatle, Yanatle,
Ain't no way I could pronounce that. Well, I'm going to play it again.
Yanatle, Yanatle,
You not there?
Yanatle, Yanatle,
I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to practice. You're not there. You're not there. I don't know how to pronounce it. But unit there is the god of prosperity and currency. Right? So that's where you get prosperity. Nanyanya, that's their real name. The Ilnana, Nanyanya, is the goddess of peace, serenity, and negotiation. Peace and prosperity. Peace and prosperity that were born from health and life, right? Life and health. You want to have a good life, you want to have health. They birth peace and prosperity. Makes perfect sense. And that's what we all want, right? Peace and prosperity. That's what men want. I don't know if women want peace. Well, women want peace. Black women don't want peace. Black women want chaos. Because the only way they can get over when you're at the bottom is to create chaos and then rise through the fog of the chaos. They don't know how to play fair. But the reason that I'm showing y'all that is because you move based on your belief system. Whatever your belief is, whatever your faith is, should do three things. One, it should guide your moral compass. I could stop right there, really, now that I think about this shit. Because how many girls you know that swear they're a Christian or a Catholic and they just do the most heinous shit? They just think religion is for absolution. They think they can do whatever they want to do, come through with 18 babies by 4 niggas, or however the fuck they do it, and be terrorists. They don't have a moral compass. Women don't have a moral compass. They have to be given a moral compass, which has to be enforced by men. Right? The black church sucks because the black church depends on women and gays to create currency. So they allow a lot of shit they shouldn't allow as men. But it's run by felons, right? Most of your pastors found God in jail. So you got a bunch of felons telling a bunch of women and gays that they could do what the fuck they want to do and God will forgive them. There's no moral compass. The first thing your religion should do is support your moral compass. The second thing your religion should do is tie you to a land. Very important. Your religion should tie you to a land. The fact that there's so many shirtless forest dudes, so many Quran readers, so many Moorish cats, so many motherfuckers who live here, but their faith ties them to a land that they have never seen, never visited, have no cultural, no familial, no physical connection with. Just in their imagination, they make themselves one of the tribes of Israel and all type of shit. Their belief system took them away from the land. So even if you thought you were FBA or ADOS or whatever, your belief system already took you away from the land. So you're not going to fight for something that you don't believe is yours. So your religion should, number two, tie you to the land in which you are. Any other place you go, they convert you to their religion to tie you to the land. The third thing your religion should do, which may not in level of importance, third thing your religion should do is give you a tradition. But the tradition is tied to the land, and the tradition is tied to your moral compass. Right? Whatever you repeat, that becomes your tradition. When the media gives you your belief system, then you believe that everybody's supposed to be a criminal or Pookie or Ray Ray, and if you're not a Pookie or Ray Ray, you must be acting white because black is supposed to be trailer park with a team. Believe it. Do I got it up here? Do I got the Boston George here? I don't. I'm about to pull up Boston George. This has to do with, something had nothing to do with religion, but this has a lot to do with belief systems, right? I ain't gonna front. Let me see if I still got it. Oh, let me see if I still got it. Be right back. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. No shit soul. No shit soul. Let me see, man. It'd be dope if I did. Alright, let's go. Y'all not gonna be able to hear it. Well, I ain't gonna be able to hear it. One of us ain't gonna be able to hear it.
Do you have a dream, George? Well, I would if I could get some fucking sleep. You have a dream. And maybe you will accomplish it. But yet you failed. Why? Because I got caught. No, manito. You failed because you had the wrong dream.
Yo, could y'all hear that? Yo, could y'all hear that? Put one in the chat if y'all can hear Boston. Did y'all hear Boston George? Put a one in the chat if y'all heard Boston. Two if y'all didn't. Yeah, alright, cool. I ain't gotta replay it. I couldn't hear it, but as long as y'all heard it. Imagine you spent your whole life with the wrong dream, getting bad results because you had the wrong dream. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? I hear people talking about how they want a Jewish lawyer or a Jewish accountant. Some people born in America. Why do you want that tribe to count your beans? Because of the culture that comes from their moral compass. You guys had the wrong dream. Y'all praise the wrong God. Y'all dream about the wrong land. And move funny. Because you was raised by women. Your whole life. Not just your mama, your grandma, babysitter, pre-K through 5th grade. All your teachers was women. You spent the most formidable decade of your life surrounded by goofy bitches. Y'all so confused that when y'all hear a man, y'all can't follow a man because it fuck with your belief system. Because you was raised wrong. You was raised listening to a toddler. When you were a toddler. It's the equivalent of being 4 years old chasing after your 8-year-old brother like he the king because he's 4 years older than you. He still don't know nothing. He just know a little bit more than you. Then imagine your 8-year-old brother never went past 8 years old. So you 4 years old, he 8. You 5, he still 8. You 6, he still 8. You 7, he still 8. Now you 25, he still 8. Sound crazy, right? That your older brother still 8 years old. You'll call him autistic, right? You'll say he got Down syndrome. You'll say he has some type of mental disability. If he's stuck at 8 years old, but yet still y'all listen to these goofy ass bitches and treat them like they grown. Wrong belief system. And when somebody try to correct y'all be like, I'm my own man. I ain't got to follow no man. But y'all don't know where y'all going. It's not that y'all not earners. Y'all know how to get money. See, your belief system is wrong. So the way y'all move is fucked up. You move like slaves and don't even know it. Y'all free-range slaves. You need to rebrand. No matter how great, because you know my plans, right? You know I'm doing all this shit so I can get some goddamn United Nation plates, right? You know all this shit for the plates, baby. I will help y'all. I will take that, man. We'll take this whole nation over. Just American men. It don't even matter at this point, man. Race don't even matter. American men. I'll be the head of American men. We'll take this nation back. Just so I can get some United Nation plates. I really want them plates. I'm tired of getting pulled over. So, but what I'll never do is what every U.S. leader has done since airplanes were invented. And that's kiss the wall. There's 2 things I'll never kiss. 3 things, really. 3, well, no, that ain't true. I was going to say I'd never kiss a hood rat, but I ain't going to lie, I did that shit. I done kissed a girl just to get out a grape juice. She like, I feel like it's great, but you never kissed me. You just stuck it in. I'm like, shorty, we talked about this for 3 hours. You was telling me all the things you're going to do when I got here. Yeah, but you didn't kiss me. You didn't. I got his voice. You didn't kiss me, though. I felt like you took it. I mean, I gave it to you. Or something like that. Then I got to go back over there and kiss the bitch just so I don't go to jail for some dumb shit. Crazy. Girls are weird. But 2 things I will never kiss. I never kiss the ring because I'm not Sicilian. I'm not Italian. There's no way I would be a made man for me to have to kiss the ring. I would not kiss the ring of another man's God. Sicilians are very much so Catholic, not Christian, Catholic. I won't kiss that Catholic ring. It's not my God. And the second thing I won't kiss is that motherfucking wall. Now here's the thing. I need a boo in this bitch. I ain't got no boo. I ain't got no boo. I need a boo. Anyway, every president since planes were invented had to go out there, even if they ain't Jewish, and go kiss the wall. I won't do that shit because that's not my God, and I'm not gonna kiss after no. I almost got the channel shut down. Let me show you. Let me show you an action. This is the tiny happy. They hats not even tiny though. Shout out to them. They got hats that fit. Shout out to them. Hey, from the back they kind of look Amish. Anyway, here go a tiny hat. There go a tiny hat right there. His hat tiny as shit. And they line up so they can kiss the wall, the western wall of Jerusalem in Israel.
Again, the Jews pray 3 times a day. This is the mincha, the second prayer. You don't need a priest.
They pray, 5 times a day to the east. They pray to the wall, then they kiss the wall, and they say if you believe in their religion that at least one point in your life you have to go to Mecca, and then you got to kiss the wall. I don't want to kiss no filthy ass wall. But I'm going to tell you that you know who runs you by the person who you have to identify with, right? Let me show you something. You know what I find very peculiar? Very odd. That every president has kissed the wall, but you can't find the footage on any of them except Donald Trump. For all the aid that we given, to that block of the land, I ain't trying to get. I'm already probably going to take it down, but I ain't going to. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know where the war at. All the aid that we given to fight, in a place that we'll never visit. To help people who don't wear a hat that fit. They're going to try to pin the Trumpster as something different. And if you don't do it, they'll call you an anti-Semite, and then they'll take away your funding, which means you know who runs the nation by money. I think I'm about to push play, but I think Angry Snowman said something that was really true, and I just blew it past it. But it was something to the extent that the men don't even need. Here you go. Why I can't highlight shit? They won't let me highlight nothing. Anyway, Angry Snowman said, men don't even need prosperity necessarily, as long as he has peace. Yeah, men don't really need money to be alright, as long as he has peace. Like, men are very simple creatures, right? But when it comes to money, you got to go out there and pay homage to the money maker, right? To the bean counters. Let's check this out. Imagine you're the most powerful man, quote unquote, the most powerful man in the world, and you have somebody that looks like Santa Claus, like a skinny Santa Claus, telling you what you got to do and giving you permission to do so, while you wear a tiny hat. I know it looked like his head just dented in like it's a bad Photoshop, but he actually is wearing a tiny hat. Let's go. He thinking about. Hey, look, I got this going at twice the speed too. Think about how long Donald Trump had to think about kissing this wall. Like, man, I'm here now. Like, fuck. Like, Don ain't go. He don't want to go, bro. He do not want to kiss the ring, bro. It's fucking with him on the inside. You know it is. You know what? This is what I want to do. Because it's only 41 seconds. I want to show in real time how long it took that man to kiss the ring. This is in real time, normal speed. Took him 20. We had 24 seconds. It's over in 41 seconds. It took him 25 seconds. Do you know how long 25 seconds is to debate whether or not you're going to kiss something? He thinking hard. Trump thinking hard as shit. Like, how bad do I really want this money? How bad do I? He never did kiss it. Hold on, man. That's crazy, bro. Hold on. He never kissed. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Y'all, oh, that's crazy.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out to Trump, man. Hey, Face Facts, that's wild. I wish I could highlight it. Face Facts say he could feel all the child sacrifice. Oh, shit.
Hey, y'all. Masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we come. Look, guys, you asked me to...
The reason I don't take Jew money is because I have a dad, and he's a boomer. I know how it feels to have to go to a man that's supposed to love you. And my dad loves me. I'm not saying he's a boomer. To go to a man who's supposed to love you. Like the Jews say that they love the black people. How they say we partners, how we both people of color, how our struggle the same. But this is my biological dude. And be like, Pop, I really need to borrow something until Friday. And then I gotta listen to the tap dance, right? I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Why do I need another father? I love my dad, but I don't need a second dad. I know black people think that anybody their mama sleeping with is their new daddy, but that's not true. I only get one dad. Men are benevolent. It's a lot of dudes that have stepfathers that were awesome because men are awesome people. Men are fucking awesome. But the connection is different. The duties might be the same, but the connection is different. Because only men can love, right? So he might love you, but if he ever had another baby with your mama, you'll feel the energy. He won't treat y'all no different, but you'll feel the energy, right? The reason when they gave me and I've done videos about this. I've shown the accounts. The reason I was letting them give me a valuation for No Show Organic, and when they evaluated me and they told me, it was like Shark Tank, basically. Like, okay, we evaluate you at, what they evaluate me at the time, $4 million. I think my new evaluation is $10 million. I haven't gone back through it, but I got 4 times the amount of equipment and inventory as I did then. But at the time, I think I was valued at $4 million, and they wanted to loan me $350,000 at 7% interest, and then they brought it down to loaning me $250,000 at 1.9% interest or 2.9% interest, somewhere around 2%, which is a good deal. And the first thing I said is, like, I need to sell more penny stock because I don't want to be in their pocket. I don't want them to tell me what I got to do, what I don't have to do. I don't want to have to give them book reports about, man, this is my plant. I don't want to do that shit because you ain't my daddy. I had to have my daddy check my homework. I don't need another daddy. I had to ask my dad for money and hope he give it to me instead of giving it to a bitch like the Jews. I already got a daddy. I don't need another daddy. You stupid talking about that's racist. Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? It'll take a motherfucker to call you while you doing the show. It'll take a motherfucker. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open up the chat. I'm gonna open up the chat. But yeah, man. So that's today's lesson. Today's Antigua lesson is peace and prosperity. And when you have those, do your hold on. Why do I just want to keep calling me? I'm about to open up there. I know this you snowman. I don't know why you keep calling me. You on the stream. You know I'm goddamn it. You know look. Goddamn oppressor. Colonizers always trying to colonize shit. I'm gonna drop the link, man. You can pull up on me. Hold on, let me take a break real quick so I can find the link. Cause I need to practice this OBS anyway.
Until it became hard between his fingertips, while his right hand eased her love lips. Nikki Mullins' finger darted across her slippery, which is when she felt her insides being split by the thickness, gasped for breath as water stroke after stroke. Her legs quaked and her muscles, oh shit, Dion, at the top of her lungs and swallowed his meat whole. Her hands grabbed his hips and she pushed and pulled, forcing him to thrust his pole back and forth against her twisting tongue as it gradually turned into more than she could swallow. She moved her hands to the shaft and
Crusader Publishing, where books come to life.
Alright, I dropped the link for whoever want to pull up. So, I've been working on this because I don't want to use StreamYard because it frees me up on the OBS. So I'm practicing anyway. I'm trying to interior decorate the stream. I don't know how to do it though. I ain't no good at it. But I'm not gonna pay for a graphic design artist, I'll tell you that. Man, what's poppin', Mike? Hold on, I might be able to pull up one more thing. Hold on, man. While I'm doing that, man, support the show.
Dirty Folks needs your support. Please donate to the Daycare Fund.
Do you have some change?
Got too many windows open. Shut some stuff down. Got me running slow. Show y'all something else real quick. For real. Hold on. Somebody on the pull up. Somebody on the pull up. Oh, snap. What's poppin'?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's poppin'?
Not much, man, other than your echo.
Oh, you hear echo on your end? I don't hear echo. You hear echo on your end?
I know, that's why we knew it's on your end. Whatever you did the last time, make it go away, do it again.
Alright, hold on. Settings.
And that's what I do, Wizard. I gentrifically colonize streams.
Stream colonizing is crazy. That's crazy.
Ain't it though? Oh. So what's good with you, Dirty?
Man, just out here trying to be a color colonizer. Let me see, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Nah, man. You know what? I woke up this morning, man. Actually yesterday, man, I felt real ambitious, bro. Like I had really been working hard at trying to find a direction. You know, I don't have no direction for my channel except you know, I got to get better at knowing my days of the week so we could do Angry Snow.
Dirty Snow.
I mean, Dirty Snow. I need to do better about that. What the hell, bro?
That's how I know you ain't never had a real job.
I have, bro, but I also, you know, be setting my phone. I need to set in my phone, but I don't even look at. I don't check my messages.
Dude, the phone really does everything for you, man. It even sprung forward for you this morning.
I don't even know which one it is.
You know what I mean? Spring forward.
No, I know what you mean. I'm talking about. I don't even know what the audio is, so it don't echo on your end, cause it's not echoing on the show.
If it ain't echoing on the show, I'll deal with it. I got it turned down enough on my end, and it ain't bothering me.
All right, cool, bean. Nah, man. So you know, I woke up. I was like, damn, it's Sermon Sunday. Like, but I didn't know it was Sunday until yesterday, because yesterday was Saturday. I thought Saturday was Friday, and then but I found out it was Saturday. So I was like, yo, Sunday. Damn. But all right, colonizer, what's poppin', man? I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too, man. I'll be honest with you. I've missed our soirees that we do together.
I know, right?
Hey, I found White YouTube. Did I tell you about that?
You found White YouTube?
I did.
Oh, snap.
Guess what?
What up?
They don't like me.
That's because you don't have a black friend. We got to go in as a tandem, man. Dirty Snow.
No, actually, I was shocked when I found it. It opened up a whole new section of YouTube I've been perusing.
Yo, so you gotta put me up on that, man. I want to be part of. I want to be part of white YouTube. I don't like the color section of YouTube.
Nah, it's too complicated.
It's too drama filled. I've never seen, like, it's weird. It's like, you know, the biggest content creators get big by talking about other content creators. Strange energy for me.
It's just weird, man. The whole black YouTube thing is weird.
Yeah, it's like a high school lunchroom table.
That's exactly what it reminds me of, high school.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And I didn't like high school when I was in it.
I don't even remember high school. I just got grown, went on Facebook, and people was like, remember me from high school? We was in a rap group together. I'm like, for real? Like, you came to my mama's house for Thanksgiving. I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't remember shit about high school, bro. Apparently I was popular, but I don't remember shit.
I wasn't popular. Well, I guess it depends on what you determine or what you think the popular is. You know, if selling everybody their weed is popular, then yeah, I was popular.
Hey man, the drug dealer always popular.
But that's about as far as the popularity went. Snowman sounds like a Star Trek character. That's messed up, motivational.
I don't know, man. You sound like a drug dealer to me.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That is a compliment coming from you, good sir. So, today's topic was I got Indian in my family.
Yeah, man. Because, you know, here's the thing, bro. Really? watch this shit. I'm trying to steal a movie. They won't let me be great.
I remember at one point I was told that there's Indian in our family too. I don't know for sure if it's true or not. It could just be one of them things where, white people paid $5 to be part of a Indian census.
Okay, let's say that's the case, right? Here's where I am with it, right? If the entire goal is to our whole tribal goal, regardless of ethnicity, right, is to just determine whether or not you were here before the second wave of immigration, right?
Right.
Then it doesn't really matter. It matters more if you're a man than it does, you know, your ethnic group. Like we'll separate the ethnic group later, but
Right.
because right now, man, we there's a lot of communism going on around here that they're
There is.
yeah, they're masking as socialism, and there's a lot of communism going on around here.
Well, I do have a cousin, man. Apparently, her and my great aunt did genealogy shit, and apparently on my dad's side, actually, there is a Blackfoot Indian, and I have a cousin, man, and she looks just like an Indian. A whole 5 foot nothing, about 4 foot around, high cheekbones, dark black hair, widow's peak, all that shit.
You know what? I could believe it because Indians are sluts.
Well, Indians were doing the same thing that,
They were
women have done
divestors.
throughout time. They were opportunists.
That's what we're gonna call them. They were divestors, right?
They were the original divestors.
Yeah. When they got through the Appalachian Mountains without the divester.
So why are black women culturally appropriating Native American movements?
Because
they bitches.
They want everybody to fight for them.
They want everything. They want to be in control of everything.
Man, I wish I knew where I saw it. I had stole this movie before, and I don't know where I actually had a physical movie, but I've been trying. Damn, I saw it. Okay, so damn, I was in all these movies.
Motivational Wizard said, "I'm Chickasaw on my dad's side, but it's the $5 variety." Oh, I respect it.
That's crazy. You won't let me steal it. I was in all these movies. I don't get no credit.
You weren't in no damn movies. Quit lying.
I know, right? That's what I'm trying
Next
to
thing you
find.
know, bro, you're going to turn into RBR and you're going to be saying that you were in barbershop and shit.
No, but you know what? I should have been in barbershop.
Yeah, here we go.
Nah. True story. Hold on, I'm gonna cam up. I can't find what I'm looking for anyway. True story. So, and where's my camera? Oh, there I go. So, true story. So,
there you are.
I know, right? So I'm at the club. I don't remember what year this was. But anyway, I ran into Ice Cube in the club, right? But I didn't know it was Ice Cube, right? I'm just knowing I'm dancing with this girl. I'm smacking it. And there's these two huge black dudes, and it's hot in the club. And they got on long sleeve black t-shirts and black skull caps in VIP, right?
Right.
And then there's this little bitty little chubby dude in a black, he got a black long sleeve too, but he got a black White Sox hat, like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm dancing, I'm smacking ass. And I'm silly, right? I'm cracking jokes like, yo, shorty, don't dude look like a short ass Ice Cube? That bitch hopped off my dick like, that is Ice Cube! And she left me and she started dancing with Cube, right? So, I walk over to the table. It's like two other girls at the table. I walk over there like, ladies, what's going on with y'all? They like, oh, what's going on, cutie? I'm like, man, I just want to chill with y'all. I was dancing with this girl, but she left me for Ice Cube. Them two girls looked up like, and they left me at the table by myself. So now all three girls I was hollering at is dancing in circles around Ice Cube. Ice Cube just standing there. He not participating in any type of way, right? Because black men don't cheat. But no, he's really not participating. He just, because you know, at this point, how long has Cube been famous?
He just the rocks off at this point.
You're right. Like he been famous for decades at this point. By the time he did Barbershop, right? He been got in the game in '86, right? He ain't tripping on Chicago girls. He from LA. You know what I'm saying? He's seen the baddest, right?
Yeah, this is like Friday After Next era.
Yeah, around that. So I go over there and I talk to Cube. I'm like, yo, Cube, you stealing all my bitches. And Cube looking at me trying to figure out if I'm being for real. I'm like, man, I ain't tripping on that. I said, man, what you in town for, bro? He was like, man, I just did this movie called Barbershop. I was like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope it work out. You know what I mean? This is like 4 months before it dropped. This is like during the summer. And Barbershop dropped in like September, October, something like that, right?
Right.
So this is what fucked me up, right? This is what fucked me up. I'm gonna show you something. Let me see if I can find the post. So when the movie dropped, damn, where the post at? Here you go, right here. So when the movie dropped, this the first photo I see. Hold on, I gotta learn how to work this.
I can kind of see it on your computer.
Damn, shit ain't closing. That's crazy. I forget how I did this shit. Oh, that's a whole group. No wonder. Yo, you ever been so organized that you forget where you put stuff? That's crazy.
No, not at all, dude. If I'm organized, I will forget where I put stuff. It has to be disorganized.
So when I get on, this the first photo I see, right? This was the post I saw for Barbershop, right? I said, motherfucker. So this Ice Cube, right? The guy in the chair.
That's the barbershop you go to every weekend.
Nah, man, that's how easy. But the dude in the chair right here, that's the homie Conto that be popping up on the show from time to time. That's my guy, right?
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, that's my guy Conto.
That's Conto?
That's Conto. You know, we wasn't always old and fat. At one point, we were young and handsome, you know?
Conto, I don't understand why you have folding shoes then. You got that Ice Cube money.
So, that's the first thing I saw, right? I saw the nigga. I said, yo, Conto. And then, well,
damn, it's crazy. I didn't know that this whole time I talked to Conto, I was talking to a movie star.
You weren't. But, let me try this again. I done messed up the church money. How the fuck do I? That's crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. That's crazy. All right, there we go. So, you want an autograph for Conto? That's crazy.
I'm going to autograph now, too.
But nah, so that's I said, yo. So I ran into Conto because he was still broke. He was on the bus stop. And I happened to be at a red light at the bus stop he was at. I said, man, I saw you on the post. Congratulations. And I bought him a 6-pack or a 12-pack of beer or something like that. And I just kept moving. But I was happy for him. I was proud of him. Right?
I tell you what, this summer when I come up to Chicago, man, if I don't get to meet Conto, I'm going to be mad.
Yo, so, but here's the thing. Me and Conto did 3 other movies. I did 2. Me and Conto in 2 movies together. Right? that I can't steal for some reason, but I got the DVDs because back then it was DVDs, right? It's like 2011, 2012.
You
So
actually got the actual DVD or is it a bootleg?
nah, I got. You know what? This is how ungrateful people are. I got the DVD. Not only do I have the DVD, but I got the entire cast to autograph it for my mother. She never watched the DVD.
Damn.
And I explained to him, I said, look, bro, I said, my mom, that's not true. That's not true. She did watch Shots Fired. She didn't watch the second movie I was in. She did watch Shots Fired. But I was like, yo, my mom think I ain't shit. Right? So, like when the movie started, you know how like somebody got to get killed before the movie start? If it's a black movie, some black dude got to get killed before the movie start. I was the black dude, right? Yeah, I was a black dude, right? I came through, I robbed the bar, and then the police shot me up.
Died within the first 30 seconds?
No, I had a speaking role. It was like, I got there. Really, I just got there because I heard they were filming and they had free hot wings. And I went over there, I had a girl with me, and I was like, shorty, you hungry? I said, so I took her to the movie. So I took her to the movie set so we could get free hot wings.
You ain't shit, dirty.
Never claimed to be. Never claimed to be. So when we got there, they was like, yo, folks, I'm glad you here. I was wearing all black. Like, folks, I'm glad you here. You wearing all black. Yo, I need you to rob this bar. I said, man, I got any lines? He said, no, man, you know how to rob a bar? I said, man, I'm from Inglewood. Of course I know how to rob a bar. It's like, freestyle your lines, man. Here, take this rifle. So that's how I end up in the movie, right? So
Instantly turned into a midget AWACS.
Right. So when my mother saw the movie, and I had I was in the first 3 minutes, and I got deleted before the credits came. And I remember I've never seen that. I've never watched the movie. The movie I never watched it because I got killed the third 3 minutes. So I've only seen 3 minutes of the movie. Right. Because after I'm out, I'm like, fuck it, I'm shit. Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Actually a good movie?
No, but. I mean, let's check the IMDb. The IMDb on the movie is. I gotta try this again. Is 4.8 out of 10 stars on IMDb.
Damn. That's horrible.
Yeah. I ain't say I was in a good movie.
Is that what the critics said, or is that what the audience said?
That's IMDb. However it work out. I mean, it's even worse on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't even want to do a man like that on Rotten Tomatoes. She got like 16 tomatoes. It was crazy.
I'm like Rotten Tomatoes. They break it up between critics who don't matter and people who actually do.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, but yeah, so I never watched it. But my mother was like, she was so happy I got killed. She was like,
my son was a motherfucker. They should have killed him.
I'm like, what type of mother are you? Like, so she had all.
Did you notice that since I hopped on here, you gained like 4 more watchers?
Oh, shout out to that, man. I don't know why my numbers be so low. I think I'm shadow banned.
You don't have enough crackers on your show.
I know, right? I'm shadow banned to the depths of hell. Or maybe people just don't like the content. I don't know, but I got the whole.
In here.
Me too.
Oh, but I should have said that name, man. That's like saying Beetlejuice.
I'm trying to tell you, Voldemort, something. But yeah, so I got the whole cast to autograph it, and I told her, I said, man, my mom. Actually, she saw 2 movies, but I didn't see the second movie because apparently they had a movie premiere on my mother's birthday. So her birthday present was me taking her to a movie premiere because I figured it'd be free food. Like the whole thing, like my whole life revolves around me using my social credit, right?
Your whole life revolves around free food.
That too, right? Now you sound like my boy Brian. Like, they gonna kill you. They just gonna offer free food. You gonna show up. It's gonna be a hit. But
dude, I'm gonna make sure I'm at your funeral because it best damn well have free food.
Bro, do you know that I hung out with the Harold's Chicken regional director to ask him to sponsor my funeral? Like, could Harold's cater it if anything happened to me? I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I was trying to get Harold's to sponsor my shit, bro. Like, no cap.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because one time I was real popular. I was trying to push my whole social credit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm gonna get Harold's chicken. Cause I don't like funeral chicken. And I wouldn't want to do that to my friends, right?
At least it wasn't Popeyes. I'll give you that.
I didn't. Hey, if I would have known somebody at Popeyes, but I knew the person at Harold's. Right? You got to go with who you know, right?
I'm just trying to get Harold's, Churches, and Popeyes all in the same place.
Hey, that'd be crazy. But social currency. Yeah, bro, that was just crazy. I remember I took my mom to a movie premiere, and I fell asleep through the entire movie. And they said the whole movie people was elbowing me like, "Wake him up, man, wake him up." And I was in the front row too. That was crazy. Like they said I was snoring and everything. I was like, wow.
Damn, through your own movie.
Bro, I don't give a shit about none of this shit, bro. Look.
Dude, it doesn't really, it doesn't matter, none of it does.
Nah, bro.
You can't take it with you when you die.
I mean,
And think about it. How many people will actually remember an extra in a movie?
Fuck. Like people go, I remember you. You were sitting on
that one movie.
Yeah, you were peeing in the alley when the main character walked past. I remember you.
And somebody come flying out of a second-story window and landed on you.
Yeah, I remember that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the food. And what you said the other day? My whole life is a bunch of side quests.
Yeah, I said all your stories are like side quests on GTA 5.
Bro, it's just to be side questing, bro. Like, but because I don't worry about girls like that. Because girls gonna be wherever my side quest at. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, all girls do is ruin all your fun.
I know, right?
I mean, let's keep it real, man. A man will be on point until he sees a nice set of titties and a nice ass, and then everything gets thrown off. That's why I'm glad I don't deal with shit no more.
Trying to tell you, man.
I mean, dude, I mean, no homo or anything, but I'm to the point where if I wasn't married to my wife, I would probably marry a dude, not have sex with him or anything, but marry him, just be married.
Pause.
Hell no, to the no. Yeah.
Pause.
No, think about it for a second. You don't. All marriages is a tax deduction. You get benefits for that shit, and men get along. You don't have to have a relationship with someone just to marry them.
Let me find out you was the guy that went viral on TikTok. You wanted to marry a man without sex. Like we could put the engine parts in the dishwasher. I don't give a fuck.
Right. I don't. I just want someone to help pay half the bills.
Why do you think that is? I mean, not the marry the guy part. I'm just gonna let you.
I'm just clowning.
I'm gonna let that go. But why do you think that? I believe that women were born just to destroy men's fun, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
I truly believe that. I believe that a woman's job is to be the Joker to Batman.
They are a constant thorn.
That's my belief system. I believe that. Now, don't get it twisted. That's why Batman won't kill a Joker. But that's the yin to the yang, right? And I get it. Like that's who Batman roommate would be. The Joker would be Batman's roommate in real life.
Look, even Motivational said he almost got gay married for taxes.
Pause to him too. I'm pausing all this whole show about to get paused. Since the colonizer came up. Just everything a pause. Matter of fact, I need to put some pause music in the background because this is ridiculous.
Pause. Let's take a pause for the calls. Maybe I've been smoking too much weed, not enough meth.
You know what? Just because you white, I'm going to let you do that. Like, that's not even a pause because you white. Like, I assume that's what all y'all do.
Hey. The crazy thing is I talk about it so much you don't know if I'm serious or joking.
No, I just assume you're serious because you're white.
Fair enough.
I was just having a conversation earlier with somebody. I said, man, because they were talking about crack. Let me see something. Turn it down a little bit. Because they were talking about how the crack laws, the Rockefeller laws, and they were talking about how cocaine was, you could have a kilo of cocaine powder and it get less time than an 8-ball of crack.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, black people do heroin, white people do meth. You know what I'm saying? Black people do crack, white people do. I was like, but white people did crack. That's how crack really got rich, because all the white people were coming from the suburbs, coming to the projects.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, just generally speaking, drugs are racist.
They really kind of are.
You know the only drugs that aren't racist?
Weed,
yes. Weed, mushrooms too. Apparently, black people eat mushrooms now.
Really?
Yeah. See, you didn't even know.
That must be some new.
See, you ain't even know that.
They trying to get brothers to eat mushrooms. They told me I was crazy.
You ain't even know that mushrooms. They decide to, stop being white nationalists.
I didn't know black people like pizzas like that.
Once again, here's
shout out to all you brothers out there that ain't afraid to.
That ain't how it happened. That's not how it happened. Black girls were swirling, got hooked on mushrooms, and tried to put the brothers on it. Every guy I know started off with,
That makes sense though. Because that's one thing a white dude can do is talk a black girl into doing something she normally wouldn't do.
I mean, that's anybody. Girls are slow. Like, it don't even matter.
No, I'm just saying, I've seen more white guys talk black girls into crazy shit than black dudes talk black girls into it.
I don't know, man. I done told girls some crazy shit. I really don't think the girls really care about their life like that, bro.
They don't care about their box like that.
They don't give a fuck about that. Men care about women's bodies. Women don't care about their bodies.
Hell no, they don't care about that thing, dude. They'll let anything in it.
Anything, not anyone, anything. Vibrators, shower heads, vegetables, other women. They don't give a fuck.
Fruits, limbs laying out in the front yard, fishing poles.
Girl tell you she ain't been with a man in 2 years. You go in her house, the whole top drawer full of electric equipment.
Find out she can fit 2 fists up inside of her.
She got
how low do you got to be in life to find out that you can fit 2 whole man hands inside your cooch?
You know, the first time I saw that, I was 20 years old. Do you know what that did to my psyche?
Dude, it probably scared you.
Bro, I was in LA at the time. There was some Mexican stripper chick talking about you can fist fuck her anally.
What?
Bro,
your poop sheet's not supposed to be that big.
Was it anally or vaginally? Anyway, so it was a dude around but actually he was bigger than me. He around my size now, but I was 20. Dude, I was smaller.
Have you seen that video of that white guy that sticks his whole head inside of some woman's vagina?
No, that's crazy. That's like deep sea diving. That's crazy.
No shit, dude. He was like Scuba Steve and shit.
And then the odor, that's crazy.
It would probably never go away. I don't know if that would be a good. Maybe he thought he was moisturizing. Nah, he had to be really high on some weird drugs.
Bro, I have seen girls do the dumbest shit. And my whole life, though, like, it was, like, when the first time you see it, like, people now, since the pandemic, women started posting things on Twitter and Instagram of their debauchery. And now everybody like, oh my God, I can't believe they're not queens. I was seeing this in 1997. Like, what the fuck? So when I say this, people are like, oh, man, it can't be that bad. You just chose wrong. I'm like, no, they all like that.
Well, and see, that's what I tell people all the time, man. You can vet a woman all you want, man. You can think you got the best woman on the planet. Dude, even my wife, when I was talking to her about this the other night, even she agreed. at any given time, a woman could just fucking flip the script. I mean, because most of it's all done on an emotional, level. So no amount of vetting that you do can save you from somebody being psychotic.
I wonder. I don't even think I'm that smart. I don't think I did.
That makes you wonder, though, if that ain't why priests take a vow of celibacy.
I got a theory, because they take the vow, but they not celibate, right?
Right, they like little boys.
They might be hitting the nuns too, but in either case or whatever case,
Could be.
The reason behind it is because they put the cloth before the woman. Like I put this pink chair before the woman, right?
That's crazy. You got a pink chair.
It's a his and hers chair. We had the whole chair stream before. I think it was there. We did a chair selection. We was virtual chair shopping. I was showing guys the chair I wanted. Like my chair gonna be like a deep brown, but this is a chair for girls, right? And I'm trying to tell people, love the chair. Whatever attributes you want in your woman, put in this chair. And it's her chair. And if she decides to leave, she gonna leave the chair behind. And don't be bitter about her. Don't cry, Argentina. Do whatever you was gonna do, because you did it for the chair.
Cry for me, Argentina.
That's the secret, bro. You ain't got to be bitter. You ain't got to be nothing, because only men can love anyway, right? Women reflect your love you have for her, and she don't really love you like that. Her whole every way she expresses love for you is shit that you do for her.
Right, I will definitely say that men and women definitely love each other in two totally different ways.
So so don't worry about that. So anyway, I don't know why I can't find this movie. They won't even let me steal it no more.
Because they don't want you to.
I know, right? But you know why? Because the bar / lounge, I don't know what the fuck it was, but I know they had a stripper in there on a pole, and she was ass naked. So that's probably why I can't find it, because it's probably censored everywhere. Because apparently, while I was robbing the bar, it was actually a police. Well, it was in the movie. It wasn't alleged. In the movie, while I was robbing the bar in the movie.
Make sure that's clear.
You know what I'm saying? The detective was in the bathroom getting a lap dance from a butt naked stripper. So it kept going back and forth for me robbing the. I was with a couple other guys who really big promoters in Chicago. So they was laying down the people in the lounge while I was getting the money out the bar. And I'm the only one that got shot though. This some bullshit. They ain't get shot.
You must have been the darker one out of all of them.
Now that you mention it, nah. I know I was way dark. Y'all.
Usually it's the darkest out of them that goes first.
I was darker than Lakes. That's true. Shit, I might have been darker than both of them. You might be right. But anyway, but you know what's the craziest thing about that? So as the scene goes through, since everybody got prop guns, the neighbors called the police. The police came into the bar like while we filming. And we had to talk to police into telling them like, no, we just filming a movie. Put y'all guns down.
But you added that to the movie, didn't you?
Huh?
Did they add some of that to the movie?
Nah, that was like, I don't know, bro. It would be crazy if that was like one of them outtakes. I haven't seen the outtakes. That'd be crazy if they was filming the police come in.
That would have been great.
Because the police didn't come drawn. They walked in, but you know how they had a hand on their pistol, but the pistol wasn't drawn. And you're like, wait, we were just filming the movie. And we gave them hot wings. They're like, you want some hot wings?
Dude, that's like offering cop donuts. They ain't gonna say no.
You know, they chilled. They watched a little bit. You know, made sure it was just a movie. Everybody like, no, we just filming the flick. They ate some hot wings. They dipped. Finished filming.
When my dad lived in Elkhart, he lived in the hole in Elkhart, and that was basically the whole of Elkhart. But there was this kid, man. I remember he had stolen a mini bike and was terrorizing all through the streets, man. And the cops were chasing him and shit. And he ended up wrecking it right on the side of my house that my dad lived in and the neighbor's house. So this motherfucker, he comes running in through the front door of my house, goes running into the back bathroom, man, hiding in the back bathroom from these cops. These cops come in, guns drawn. They're little fucking laser lights. Like they can't. Like 3 or 4 of them came in, and I had 2 lasers on my chest. You know, like where'd the motherfucker go? Where'd the motherfucker go? Where's he at? You know what I did? Just take a guess what I said.
Point to the bathroom.
I said right back there in that bathroom. Go get him. I didn't know who this motherfucker was.
Didn't owe him nothing. You know what? That happened to me before, right? Did the guy had in the bathroom ask you for help?
Yeah. No. He asked how to get out of the house to the bathroom. There's no window in the bathroom.
Bro, happened to me. I'm chilling, minding my business, right? Just watching TV. I hear a loud ass crash, like a car crash, right in front of my front door, right? I go on the porch. Some guy had stolen a car, tried to get away from the police. He was on a high-speed chase. Tried to turn the wrong way up a one-way, smacked the whole right side of my car.
Oh, damn.
I run out there like, what the... Bro, and by the time I get out there, the police are hopping out the car to arrest him. He yelling at me like, man, tell him I ain't still... Tell him I was coming to see you. I said, nigga, you fucked up my car. Why am I gonna help you? You crashed into my car.
Right.
Like, I need you arrested so I can file for insurance.
Hey, at least you had insurance on it, right?
I did not have insurance on it. So now I just had a dented front right panel. Like the passenger side front panel was just dented. I had to get a new, like, front
There was
end
one day
light.
I was on lunch break at work, and I was driving a little Dodge Dakota. All right, like one of the little Dodge Dakota Sports. And there was this guy in his work truck. I'm at the drive-through at what is it? It's Skyline Chili. All right, get me a couple chili dogs in a 5-way. Anyhow, this guy, I'm parked at the window, and there's this guy parked.
5-way
this
sound
way.
crazy, by the way. I just want to say that 5-way sound crazy. But anyway,
Yeah, dude, it's like a orgy in your mouth. But
wow.
anyhow, he's parked across the parking spot like this, man. And as he goes to back up, he backs his fucking work van right into the passenger side of my truck. All right, puts a big ass dent in it. I didn't have insurance either, but we were on private property, so you don't have to call the cops, right? The only time the cops have to be involved is if one of you want them involved, or if you're on public property. All right. So I told him that, gave him my information, everything, yada yada yada. Told him to tell his boss that if he just paid to replace the door, I wouldn't report it on the insurance because that would have fucked their company insurance up, right?
Right.
Well, his boss tries to get me to give him my insurance several times. I'm like, dude, you don't need my insurance. If I'm telling you that all you got to do is pay for the door replacement, and I won't put it on your insurance, what do you need my insurance for? Well, he was trying to basically screw me over and see if I had insurance. You know, at the end of it, basically, I ended up conning him out of like $2,500 for a door I never got.
Kudos to you. Yeah, I haven't been there. Yeah, I had it. I had was it liability insurance? But apparently you got to have full coverage. But I didn't have no full
To
coverage.
cover collision, you do.
Yeah, I didn't have full coverage. I had, enough for them not to impound the car insurance.
Right. You had the state bare minimum to make it legal for you to be on the road.
Right. For the car to be on the road, I still was illegal. I still didn't have a license at the time, but the car was insured.
There it is.
Talk your way out the ticket, like, look, man, you got me.
Hell, I had to carry an SR22 for probably half my adult life.
No, I carried it for 3 years, man. I finally paid off. I think I had $8,000 worth of tickets. I finally paid them off. Then they made me get SR-22 for 3 years. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, because they convention it an SR-22 is a bond that you pay it insures you to drive anything, right? That's what they try and tell you. What it really is a bond that you pay that if you miss an insurance payment, the insurance company lets the state that you got your license in know, and they suspend your license.
Right.
That's
It's extortion.
That's 100%, dude, extortion.
I mean, I didn't like paying it, but once I realized it was extortion, I was like, yo, that's kind of slick. I wouldn't like to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're criminal minded like that, you can't be mad at them. They just beat you to the punch.
I know, right?
So, I'm still waiting on you to tell me about this whole you got Indian in your family shit.
All right, so here's the thing, right? Now, I do have Indian in my family.
The ADOS and Jesus conundrum. I want to hear that next.
All right, here's the Jesus connection, right? So, if you were in this nation before 1860, then technically you can be an Indian, even if you're a $5 Indian. Indian for everybody, right?
Okay.
So, if you are that, then you have to be ingratiated into. Should I play that shit? I think I will. You have to be ingratiated into a tribe, right? Which means you have to accept their gods, you have to accept their traditions, because that's what it means to be part of a tribe, right?
Or a culture, at least.
At least a culture, right? So there were people who decided that they were going to be something. Some turned for those slaves that wanted to be free, that ran to Florida, because most went to Florida. Most people didn't go to Canada. That's just what they tell you in school. But if I'm in Georgia, I'm gonna go to Florida. It's closer, right?
Right.
So for those who made it to Florida, which was still a Spanish colony, Spain was giving them asylum. They said all you got to do is take Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, and we'll give you asylum. Right? So for those people, they became like they flipped the whole Indians. Like there was like Jacksonville at the time was called Negroville, probably called Niggerville, but that's not what the history books say. But Negroville.
We'll go with the first one.
Yeah, we'll go Negroville. So everybody there were intertwining religions, because I guess Christianity allows you to do that, right? They allow you to be two things at once. That's how you get pagan holidays like Easter and Christmas and Halloween and still be part of the Christian tradition. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So they were intermingling native culture with Christianity. And that's how they were getting down in Negroville. Until Andrew Jackson went down there and rode on the Negroes, and then all of a sudden they became Indians again when they had the Trail of Tears after they killed all the boys and the men and let all the old people and the women walk where they're gonna walk. You know what I mean?
Is that after the what was that tribe? The Seminole Wars?
That was the Seminole Wars. That was the Seminole Wars. So what they're saying is, and the Seminole Wars really were a war to retrieve slaves. So it's very much, it's funny how the Seminole Wars, they were, depending on where you want to go, they were black or Indian, because that's the nature of America. America interchanged.
White, weren't they?
The Trail of Tears made them white.
Okay.
So after they beat all the black people, then all of a sudden they became naturalized Americans.
That's
so they
where
really
the $5 slave or $5 Indian came from. Gotcha.
Right. So all that's going on, and then you had another crew who went straight with the native tradition, which were the warriors of the Seminole Wars. and they ended up getting conquered. I mean, you know, they got beat up. They lost. It is what it is.
Yeah, somebody's got to be a winner, somebody's got to be a loser.
So that's how you get the Indian in your family. So either you were already here. Either way, you were here before this was the United States. Let's say that, right?
Right.
So it's not necessarily that whether you came from Africa or not, you were here for 100 years before this was a nation, right?
Right.
So you're native to the land. You were native here before it was a nation. You know what I mean?
Technically, we're all Native Americans, is what you're getting at.
If you were here before the second wave of immigration, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of Irish and a lot of Germans who were here before the second wave of immigration. You got a lot of Irish that came with the second wave of immigration too.
A lot of them were here were part of the first wave, though.
Right, part of the first wave,
here.
Indentured servants, and
a lot of them were indentured servants to the Puritans.
Right. So, because they ain't like the Irish either. Because, the Irish.
It's because the Irish were the white niggas.
I know, right?
Let's keep it real. I mean, it is what it is. Irish and Scots, the English did not like them at all.
I tagged you in a video. I don't know if you saw it, Snow. I tagged you in a video the other day on YouTube. I was watching a Spider-Man joint. They was just talking about how Mary Jane was just an ain't shit bitch.
She was. Who was everything wrong with Peter Parker?
Hey, so the name of the video that I tagged you in was Mary Jane is the biggest villain in the Marvel Universe. And then they made their case.
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
And I'm watching it cause my whole fetish for redheads with green eyes came from Mary Jane Watson.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, I tagged you yo, you was right, bro.
This right. Look, if it's one thing I know, it's redheaded, green-eyed white people.
So it's not the hair, it's the eyes.
It's the eyes, dude. The eyes. Can't trust green-eyed people. Wow.
That's crazy.
You can't, dude. They're from the fucking pits of hell, dude. They're demons. Women or males. Green eyes, stay the fuck away from them. Turn, go the other way, dude. You'll be doing yourself the world's hugest favor. You ever notice the green-eyed people tend to stay with green-eyed people?
I did not notice that. That's crazy in itself.
And green eyes is actually one of the rarest eye types there are. At one point, it used to be blue eyes.
Yeah, I always thought it was blue eyes. I thought green eyes were good people.
Nope, green-eyed are the rarest eyes on the planet now. I think they said, I was watching something where they said only 7 or 8% of the population has green eyes.
So 7-8% of the nation are pure evil?
Yeah, the entire world. That would make sense if you think about it. That'd be like, what, the 2,000 fallen angels?
You know what? I don't trust people with black eyes.
Well, that's kind of a gimme, ain't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I'm glad you're starting to understand some of my logic now, too. You see things and you're like, damn it. Snow what? He pointed that out.
But you know what, though? It was it was a black guy that said that, though. That's the crazy. Wait, was it? It might have been a white guy. I can't remember who narrated the cartoon video. The video about the comic book. But it was another.
It doesn't matter when it comes to cartoon with comic book heads, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember. But it was another guy, and he just Mary Jane, and because it messed up my belief system, right? Think about it, bro. Since I was
Mary Jane is what taught me I couldn't trust green-eyed, redheaded women.
think about this, bro. Since I was a child, 5 years old, right? Since I was 5 years old, 5 or 6, I collected Spider-Man comic books.
And he was in love with that bitch, just like I was.
I watched them get married. I watched them fall in love with the neighbor. Look, Mary Jane was my girl.
Over and over and over and over and over again. Think about it. It was never Spider-Man that broke her heart. It was always her breaking his.
I agree with that. I didn't realize how much of a slut she was. Like, she dated all his friends.
Every one of them. And half of the fucking supervillains.
I'm really thinking about this.
Think about it. It's almost like she was intentionally trying to set him up.
So green-eyed girls are like black girls.
Yes.
The green-eyed girl, the redhead green-eyed girl I know, all she dates is black women. I mean, black men. She got 3 beige babies, and she got a black boyfriend now, and occasionally cheat on him with me.
Run.
So she moved like a black woman.
Is it making sense now? Are the equations computing?
You know what? I got a clip for that. I can't remember which one it is.
When you give something to a bitch, they don't do nothing but take. That's why you don't give them nothing but the dick. They can't take that away. You'll see.
Oh, shit. That's why you give them nothing but the dick. You can't trust these bitches.
That white boy must have won the green-eyed girl.
I'm telling you, dude. Look, I wouldn't tell you anything in bad confidence, man. You know, we're beyond me bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I was going to tell you some bullshit, I would have did that the first couple times we chatted. You know, you can almost guarantee the first couple times we chatted, I fed you with nothing but a bunch of bullshit lies.
Bro, I ain't pay attention to nothing you said except green-eyed women. I don't pay you no attention till you start talking bad about the green-eyed. If people ask me, like, what you learn from Snow? Like, yo, green-eyed women, yo.
Green-eyed women and poor black men chase pussy instead of power.
I mean, I already knew that. I was.
For some reason, they think they can find power in pussy.
I know, right?
And that one's always baffled me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to be a pookie myself, you know. I used to chase pussy, you know. But I also realized there was no power in it. If anything, I think it weakens a man.
You know what? I didn't chase girls, but I will say that I was with a lot of girls because I went on a lot of side quests.
Fair enough.
I think I spent my, me not having any kids and not having a wife, I spent my 20s. What was the name of that movie, bro? I think it was, damn. It was just some dude, he'd just drive around, not the Highlander. Was it the Highlander? He'd just roll around, hop in his car and hit the E-way and stop in a town and get a temp job and live there for a couple of weeks and make a friend, solve a crime, and then go to the next town.
Dude, that could be multiple TV shows.
That's how I spend my
seriously. I mean, that could be the A-Team.
Yeah.
You know, it could be what was that one show? Fuck. It could be MacGyver. It could be fucking remember Quantum Leap? It could be that show.
Knight Rider. Now that I think about it.
Knight Rider.
Yeah, I was living life like that. I was like a traveling, not a vagrant. What do you call it? I was a voyeur. Like I just go state to state.
No, you were a nomad.
Yeah.
A nomad is someone that doesn't have a home; they just roam around.
Yo, Space Kitchen said a show called Kung Fu. I kind of remember Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, yeah.
It was the white guy that was supposed to be. What was his name? Not Chuck Norris.
David Carradine, dude.
Yeah.
Remember David Carradine? He fucking choked himself out with a belt.
For real? That's how he died?
Yeah, that's how he died.
Wow.
He died trying to masturbate while asphyxiating himself with a belt.
Hell no, to the no. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, bro.
The more you know.
I could have lived my whole life without knowing that. But I remember the movie Kung Fu. I mean, the show Kung Fu, but I didn't like it. So I didn't watch it like that because I couldn't understand why this 50-year-old white man was beating 20-year-old Chinese people at Kung Fu. I couldn't understand it.
And Space Kitchen is right, though. That was the movie that I was trying to remember that I couldn't was Kung Fu.
Yeah, I wasn't doing Kung Fu, but yeah, I was doing that though. I was living a nomadic life, but I was getting money though. Nomadic, get money life.
Hey man, if me and the wife wouldn't ended up having kids, we were going to live life like gypsy hippies, man. We were just going to go buy an RV and hook a motorcycle to the back of it and just roam around.
Bro, like every day I look at RVs, bro. Every day. I was going to buy an RV at 20.
You live up by the RV fucking mecca.
Bro, I know Indiana especially. Bro, I wanted an RV at 20. I never going to forget this. I was in, like I said, this 97. 1997 is when the Expeditions came out. When everybody stopped riding Explorers and the Expeditions came out, 97.
Oh, yeah, dude, I remember those.
And
Big Eddie Bauer Expedition. I wanted one of those so bad.
Bro, and I was in Cali. I told him in Cali. This is when I was watching Latino girls get fist fucked. Anyway, and my boy had a Eddie Bauer. His whole team had Eddie Bauer Expeditions. His whole team. So he was like, "Yo, folks, you got to get an expedition and be part of the clique." This is the dumbest decision I didn't make. We go to the dealership. He had a crackhead that did financing at the Ford dealership. That's how they all got expeditions. I go, they run my shit. They say, man, all you can get is an Eddie Bauer Explorer. I was like, I don't want no Explorer. That's a girl car. So I ended up not even getting it. So I told my man, I say, man, look, I just want a conversion van, really. Because I'm fresh from Chicago. And Safari vans and them Astro vans, they was real big in the 90s, right?
Right.
I was like, man, fuck it, just give me a Ford Ecoline or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put a chandelier in it. You know what I mean?
Put shag carpeting in that motherfucker.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get the back shit, switched out to a futon, a leather futon chair instead of the. I was gonna deck it out, my man. I ain't gonna lie. My man looked at me. He said,
"Quit lying. You want to put water bed."
Hey, you know what? At 20, I might have my nigga. Anyway, and I remember my man looked at me. My man looked at me. He said, folks, you don't want no van. Then he gave me this long ass story about getting a Montero truck, but not the good Montero. I mean, the old Monteros, not like the one when they switched the body style in 03. The old Monteros that look like a fake Land Cruiser.
Okay.
He was like, man, I want a Montero. He said, man, but my man told me I don't want no Montero. He's like, nigga, you only want a Montero. He said, why you want a Montero? He said, man, because they look like Range Rovers. He said, then you want a Range Rover. Get a Range Rover. Don't get an imitation Range Rover.
Range Rovers were junk.
Yeah, I know, right? And he crashed his Range Rover, and that's how he got the Expedition. But he was like, fam, you don't want no van. You gonna put chandeliers and shit. You don't want no van. He said, you want an RV.
Dude, do you remember in mid-90s, mid to late 90s, when trackers were the big thing?
You say what?
Them GMC trackers.
Oh, them bitch ass cars. Yeah, the sidekicks and the tractors.
Yeah, they look like generic fucking Jeeps.
Yeah, because remember before they was tractors, they was GL sidekicks.
Right.
And then they turned to tractors when Geo went out of business or whatever. Yeah, cheap ass Barbie truck.
Yeah, they always tipped over and shit.
Can't go past 40.
Yeah, if you recall, that's when they started putting speed limits on inside SUVs, was because of those. Tip hazard after like 30, 40 miles an hour on a curve.
People thought they had a drop top, but it was really just a piece of cloth that wrapped on the top of it. Yeah, I remember them garbage ass.
Fucking out trying to mud the shit white people were, and then they'd end up scalping themselves.
Yeah, them garbage ass trucks. Should have just got a Wrangler. If you got a sidekick, you should have just got a Wrangler.
You'd have been better off, man, because the Wrangler was built for it.
Exactly.
I've had a couple Jeep Wranglers, man, and things are fun.
Had I not wasted my prime with black women, I probably have a daughter, and I would have got her a Jeep Wrangler. Same color pink as my chair. Because, you know, I grew up, once again, childhood programming, right? When I was little, my sister had the Barbie Jeep Wrangler, the pink Jeep Wrangler. I thought Jeep Wranglers was for girls. You know what I mean?
Right.
Apparently, it was a psyop.
It was. Because Wranglers, dude, man, where I grew up, them things were always lifted, would put like some 40s on them, and then go hit some mud. And, you know, we use those to go ditch hopping and shit with them.
Y'all in that mudding be.
Dude, that's how I blew. I had a 1999 Dodge Durango. And it was the last year that they made the Durangos where they looked like mini monster trucks.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I remember them. That was,
Well,
those was nice.
I was out one year. It was snowing real bad that year, man. Hit a snow drift. I was out rampant snow drifts in it. And hit this one snow drift, man. Went up about 3-4 foot in the air. Hit the ground. Then it started bucking like a damn horse. Back and forth and blew out all four of my fucking shocks on the damn thing. Good night. Love you. Have good dreams.
In a Wrangler? Like, they supposed to be built for that. That's crazy.
No, the Durango.
I mean, Durango, like, still, they supposed to be built for that. Dodge normally makes good trucks.
Good night. Love you. Have good dreams. See you in the morning. The Durangos were great trucks. All I had to do is replace the shocks. There's just bad shocks in it, man. I mean, those will go out at any time. I mean, all it did was when the shocks went out, it caused it to make the leaf springs and the coil springs up front. You would hear them creaking every time they hit a bump.
I had a 03 Montero in 03. Got it brand new off the lot.
What's the best car you ever had, man? Out of all the vehicles you own, what's the one that you...
The best...
If you have it back, that would be the one you'd want.
The Cadillac Sedan DeVille they stole from me. I think this girl got it stole. I had a Cadillac Seville and a Cadillac Sedan DeVille. I had both of them. I want either one of them back. I lost both of them bitches over a girl, now that I think about it.
Me, it would be my... it was a 87 Pontiac Grand Prix. It was the only decent thing my dad ever did for me. He went and bought this thing, and when he bought it, it had a 305 motor in it. And he went and pulled a 442 out of an Oldsmobile, dropped in it, and then he took the fucking rear end and drive shaft out of an old Chevy pickup truck and put on the back end of it and put like a fucking 6-inch rake on it. Had T-tops and shit, dude. Holy fuck, you want to talk about a pussy getting car?
No, well, the best pussy getting car I had was a Montero truck, but it was the shittiest car I ever had in my fucking life, bro. I bust a left turn and went on 2 tires. I was like, what the fuck? I bust a left turn going like 15, 20 miles an hour and almost tilted the truck. I had to drive in 4-wheel drive everywhere I went. It was a garbage truck, but it was pretty. I wouldn't want it back, though.
Oh, dude, I'd love to have this car back.
I had it. I had one, bro.
Is the T-tops in it. I mean, it was nice when it was nice out. You take the T-tops out, it was like you had a convertible.
Bro, I had one. I had an 86 Grand Prix, bro. I didn't have all, yours was souped up.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember about that car is I hit a police chick. And it was my fault. And cause I had my right turn signal on, I was looking for some girls. I was like, I'm gonna go get the girls. And I had my right turn signal on and I like slid to the right and I didn't even see the car behind me, but I saw the girl to the left, so I turned left. We was the only two cars, and I smacked her. And well, she smacked me, and our car spun out in the middle of the street, and I just hit an alley, turned my lights off, and just revved it back to the crib. And I remember getting extorted. A crackhead saw me 2 days later, was like, "Yo, I saw you hit that police chick. Like, man, give me $5. I won't tell nobody." I was like, "Motherfucker."
Dude, that Grand Prix I'm telling you about. Remember when I was telling you the other day about?
It was clean though. It kind of looked like a Regal.
Dude, Regals and Rivies were fucking tight ass cars too, man.
I had the Regal, I had the Grand Prix. I had all of them. I had the Regal, the Grand Prix, and the Monte Carlo.
All look the same, pretty much.
And the Monte Carlo. I had all three. An 86,
If you think
86,
about
and
it, the Monte Carlo and the Riviera were like cousins to each other, and then the Regal and the Grand Prix were cousins to each other.
Yep, I had three of them, four. And I remember I bought that Grand Prix for like $300.
I had an 88 Monte Carlo Super Sport at one time too.
I ain't had no
and
Super
yes, I was
Sport.
one of them white guys that had a brawl on the front of it.
Oh yeah, you had the good one. I had the regular Monte Carlo. I didn't have a good transmission Monte Carlo.
Yeah, mine had the supercharger and it was Super Sport.
Oh yeah, that SS was.
Dude, it was quick.
You know what else I had?
It still wasn't as quick. The fastest car I've ever had is a fucking Crown Vic with the interceptors in it.
Yeah, legal now, right?
What, Crown Vics?
The Interceptor.
I don't know if they're illegal now or not. To be honest with you, I just know that I had one. I got rid of mine that I had about a year and a half ago, and I bought this one for about $900 off of some dude. And dude, I'm gonna tell you what, it was the fastest fucking car I ever had. Like this motherfucker, when it would reach like 70, 80 mile an hour, this motherfucker would drop and like squat the road. It was crazy. Like the faster you went, the more it would drop down and hug the fucking road.
Matter of fact, my Monte Carlo was like, I mean not my Monte Carlo, my Grand Prix was like that. We was doing 80, 85 on the E-way, and it didn't even feel like it.
Yeah, dude, that's how the Vic was, dude. I could be doing 90, 100 mile an hour on fucking I-69, dude, and it felt like I was doing like 60.
Yeah, I didn't even feel it. And I remember that shit like yesterday. Cause you know how you on the E-way and it's like no traffic, then all of a sudden you just hit a traffic jam.
Yeah, it comes out of nowhere, man.
Bro, me and my boy racing. We coming out on 22nd. He stayed in the Hilliard buildings on 22nd and Federal, like the projects right there. And we about to race back to the south side. And we hit the E-way and he hitting it. He doing like 70. I hit 80. I don't feel nothing. He hit 85. I hit 85. I don't feel nothing. And then all you see is red lights everywhere because the whole traffic just stopped. And I remember hitting the brakes like, I don't know, 50 yards out. And I skied it all the way until I was like this close to the car right in front of me. Barely didn't hit it. I was scared. I'm trying to like, you ever like put your car in neutral like that'll help? Like I threw the car in neutral, hitting the brakes like.
Your ass was puckering up on that fucking seat, hoping that
bro,
would.
Like I had to take a crap. Now, oh, shit. And then, and you know the craziest part? You know the craziest part? I got a ticket. The state trooper must have seen us racing and stopped me in a traffic jam and gave me a ticket.
The last time I was on the E-way up by where you were was probably like 2-3 years ago, man. And from all the way from Gary all the way to fucking Milwaukee, dude. It was nothing but stop and go, dude. There'd be stretches where it opened up where you could do, like you're saying, 80, 90, 100 mile an hour, and that's what traffic would be doing. And then you'd hit a spot where they're doing road construction, and then it'd come to a dead fucking stop out of nowhere. And I'm talking like 8 lanes of fucking traffic coming to a dead stop.
Yeah. 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 You just hope everybody got good brakes.
Yeah. For real, dude, because you're literally at the mercy of everyone else around you.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but every time I've been on the E-way or even on the interstate, man, if there's more than 2 lanes, I always try to make sure I stay on a lane that's got the fucking shoulder pass on it. Always. That way I got an escape.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to do that too. But, yeah. We still alive, baby. We still alive.
Yeah, we are.
You know, but not, you know, the older you get, the slower you drive, though.
Well, you know, we're the generation that was raised on garden hose water and neglect.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah. Now that I'm older, I drive speed limit.
So do I, man. My wife tells me I drive like an old man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my dad.
Get anywhere.
When my dad used to drive, I used to be like, because when I drove, right, and I learned this from my dad, Shout out to him for this. He's still a boomer, but sometimes he be doing good shit. So I used to speed down, you know, main streets, like residential main streets. But then I hit every red light. And my dad told me one day, he said, look, all the lights are timed at 35 miles an hour. If you go 35 miles an hour, you don't have to keep
You'll
stopping.
never hit a light.
Right. So so that kind of trained me to drive the speed limit. But you know what broke me? I'm going to tell you what broke me. Atlanta. You go to Atlanta.
Nobody ever want to go there.
I'll never go back. Bro, when you go to Atlanta, when you're on the I-85, everybody doing 120. Everybody. So I'm going 80 in a 65, and people are going past me so fast that my car vibrating from the concussion of them going past me. I mean, you don't see nothing but tail lights. Like, you ain't even see the headlights. You ain't even see them coming. Or you just feel them going past, and your car jerk. Like, what the fuck? And
yeah.
And they go, and I was like, you know what? I'm in the slow lane. I'm just gonna mind my business. I thought I was speeding. Like, apparently not.
Bro, I was a cab driver for 2 years, and that is the worst career for anybody when it comes to driving, because after you stop being a cab driver, it takes a while for you to lose the bad habits you get being a cab driver. Because what a lot of folks don't realize is, if you work for a cab company, a lot of the police give these cab companies a lot of leeway on how they drive around. You know, I used to, like, when I drove cab in Lima, and that's where I did it for 2 years, man. I was notorious for speeding 20, 30 miles over the speed limit all the time, riding downtown and everything. You know, so, and you can't do that when you're in a civilian car. You get tickets for that. You get in trouble for it. And it's a hard habit to break.
I don't know how to highlight messages. You know what, bro, genius? My mom never pushed the shopping cart like that for me. I can't relate. I believe you though. He say, how about being in the grocery cart and more annoying for moms pushing the cart, bro? First of all, you old as shit.
The cart either.
First of all, you old, because More Annoying been shut down for like 15 years. So that mean that
I remember being forced to sit in a fucking hot ass car out in the parking lot while my mom was grocery shopping for hours on end.
Yeah, I went through that. I got out the car though.
I didn't. Dude, my mom was a fucking little 5 foot tall redhead. I was afraid she'd murder me.
I used to get out the car. I wouldn't go far. I'd be like on the trunk. I'm like, it's hot in this car. I'm outside.
You know, short redheaded moms are like having a black mom.
Did your mom have green eyes?
No, she had blue eyes, but I think she was supposed to have green eyes.
But you know, she could have been born with green eyes and they turned blue.
That could have been too. But I'm gonna tell you what, she was like a little fucking ninja. You know, because shit, dude, I was taller than her by the time I was 13 years old.
Me too. My mom was little too, but my mom was a little bitty lady.
So was my mom. I mean, her weight fluctuated a little bit here and there, but for the most part, she was like 5 foot tall and never got over like 130.
My mom
was
like 5'2". I don't think she's ever been more than 116. I think she was pregnant then.
My mom, she would fucking sit and hide in places and wait for me to come walking through and jump on my back.
That's
start
crazy.
Me upside the head with shit.
But you know what though? Little people have a lot of anger.
That's because they're closer to hell than everyone else.
Now here's the flip side though. Like, I wouldn't mind dating a small woman, even though I know they're pure evil. They're concentrated evil. But at least I could beat her in a fight.
Dude, that midget the hood showed the other day.
Oh, that was a bad dwarf right there.
Dude, that wasn't even right.
But I bet she evil.
She probably is evil.
Cause she little and she pretty and she proportionate. She pure evil.
I mean, her little fingers didn't even look like Genevieve sausages.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like they photoshopped her head on a.
Right, it was weird.
Yeah, she was right.
She looked like a normal person, only matchbox size.
And to think she eats cow dung.
She's a micro machine.
That's crazy. She eat cow dung and everything. That's crazy.
That was crazy. See, and I've always been afraid of midgets. Change my perspective.
You know what I always wanted? I always wanted a not a quadriplegic. I just wanted a girl with no legs, so I could spin her around. Just wanted to try it once.
Dude, you're weird. But I can't say I wanted to try that at least once anyhow.
Yeah, just one time. A girl with no legs, just amputated at the hip, just all right there. You spin her around.
One of the first jobs I had as an adult, there was this blonde girl who she had 2 prosthetic legs, man, and they were both cut off right above her knees. And she was one of the girls that I had that fetish about her.
I know, right?
Because look, dude, her legs were just long enough to where if she stuck them straight out, you could take your hands.
Right, like handles and spinner. Yeah. Yo, what was the toy that they had before they were scared kids would hurt themselves? You know the one that you sit in the middle, it's a circle, and your friends spin you around?
Oh, you talking about the fucking merry-go-round?
Nah, what?
The big ass fucking spinning wheel of death.
Yeah, the spinning wheel of death. I think the merry-go-round had horses on it. This was just like no seat. It was just a handles, and your friends try to spin you around. Yeah, it could be. And your friends.
I mean, some people call it the flying saucer.
Hey, that'd be a better name for it, yo. Because like the whole objective was to kill your friends, right? That was a whole objective.
Get it going without them all flying off.
Yeah, that was a whole objective. Like, can I make you bust your head?
Bro, the first time I put my middle son on one of those, I wasn't even thinking about it, man. I'm sitting there and I'm spinning that thing, and he starts out in the middle, and I see him slowly grabbing that bar and start sliding out, and sliding out. And dude, have you ever went and like did a tight end fucking grab and pick of one of your kids getting thrown off of one of those things?
You had to do a pick six on your son?
Dude, man, I look like fucking Eddie George or some shit out there, man. Fucking grabbing my son up out of the air, man, like a football, trying to keep him from busting his head on the ground.
You know what? People will call that poor parenting. But
no, that was great parenting because I was willing to eat the fucking dirt for him.
Yeah. And did he die? Of course not.
No, he didn't die.
Great parenting. If he came home without broken bones, it's good parenting.
No broken bones, just a few bruises.
Yeah, that's good parenting.
Scratches. He got to find out what dirt tastes like.
How the phrase go? Fear passes, girls dig scars, famous forever, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I'm tripping on motivation. I'm talking about Quantum Leap, the Dirty Folks edition. That is crazy.
That would be crazy. You could. That's what we ought to call your cartoon series of all your stories.
I know, right? But you know what though? There's people in these internet spaces. You could tell the people who lived adventurous lives and those who didn't, right? There's people in these YouTube spaces that think I be making up my stories. And then there's people
man,
be like,
I know you're not making them up, man, because dude, you can't make up that kind of shit, man.
That's what I'm like, bro. Like you've never seen this on TV.
Real life.
Like nobody's ever had this happen. You've never seen this in any sitcom. Like these are original tales of dumb shit. Like being in the right place at the wrong time for the dumbest shit to happen.
Every time.
Like I remember, like the fist when I first saw a girl get fisted. It's a true story. I'm in LA, right? We had met some girls at maybe Billboard Live or the Century Club or something. Anyway, we met some girls at the club, and the girls invited us back to their crib after the party because in LA everything shut down at 2:00. So I don't remember if we went to Denny's or not this day, but anyway, we ended up going back to their crib. So it's like 2:30 in the morning. We get there, bro. Damn, what was his name? It was my boy's boy. Damn, I can't think of his name. He was a cool dude, kind of goofy. He kind of reminded me of Mandrill. He was like Mandrill before I met Mandrill. Light skinned, tall, kind of, off-putting, but probably beat you up.
Yeah.
So, but he had eyebrows. So, so anyway.
Shout out to Mandrill's like eyebrows.
Shout out to Mandrill. Dude was kind of tall, and he was messing with this tall chick. He met this tall chick at the club. And she was like, go back to the crib with us. So we get there, bro. When I tell you we get there, it's like they had a townhouse. So townhouses are skinny, and it's like no bedrooms on the first floor. It's just like the living room and the kitchen. Then you got to walk up the stairs to get to the bedroom section.
Right.
So we just in the living room though, and it's like 8 or 9 girls, but it's like 25 dudes. So I'm sitting on a love seat next to my boy, and the other 3 guys who came with, they on the couch because we got there first. But it's a bunch of dudes just standing by the walls, just I guess everybody hoping they can get a chance to get a shot, right? So this is what blew me, right? So they just talking. I don't remember a lot of shit they was talking about. I nod off because by now it's 3:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And my body's still on Chicago time, so it's like 5:30 in the morning to me. You know what I mean? And I nod off next to everybody up. They telling stories. I nod off. I wake up like 30 minutes later, an hour later, however long it was, and all my friends are asleep, and I'm the only one in our party that's awake. But now it's not 25 dudes anymore. Now it's like 17 dudes, something like that. Like, so when I wake up, this Latino chick is talking about, bro, shit you can't make up, right? This is her story, ain't my story. This is her story. But this is how we get to the fisting, right? She told me I gotta use the voice.
So, once upon a time, I met this rich dude.
Hold on, sidebar. So this is before Instagram and all that, when you have to go outside, right, and shit happens, right? So, 1997, 98, some crazy shit. Anyway, like up.
So, I went to Vegas with this rich dude, and he bought a penthouse, and he gave me $5,000 in chips. And I went down there, and I blew all $5,000 worth of chips, and I went back to the room, and I asked him for some more chips. And he said that I had to put out, and he was old and wrinkly, and I didn't want to sleep with him. So he put me out the room and told me to get home how I get home. So I ended up finding a guy. I didn't have any money. I spent all the chips. So I found a guy who said he was going west, but he wasn't going all the way to LA. So I had to end up sleeping with 3 different dudes hitchhiking to get back home.
So now I'm thinking, why didn't you sleep with the old dude? He gave you $5,000. You don't have enough sense to keep $200 to get home. But now you have to sleep with 3 dudes to get home because you didn't want to sleep with 1 dude. Who gave you $5,000? But
and you know she didn't clean her pussy in between.
How could she? She on the road, right? So then the story goes to,
but I can handle it because I be doing exercise and I be stretching out, and I can take a whole fist.
What?
So there's a guy, swole as us. He was like, let's see. So he makes a fist.
He deboed her ass, didn't he?
Bro. So when I see the fist go in, because he was trying to go all the way to the arm. Like, so my friends are sleeping. I'm the only one up. So I'm kicking their foot. I'm kicking their foot hard as hell. Like, we gotta go. I'm like, wake up. We gotta go. So the wildest shit. So that was a Latina chick. So the black girl that we had met at the club, she comes over to the the couch low seat where we were at, and she whispers, she was like,
I'm just waiting, for the crowd to leave. All these guys think they're gonna get some, but nah, we ain't gonna get none. We're waiting for them to leave. Just hold on, and we're gonna have an orgy. We do this every Saturday.
I'm like, every Saturday? Like, bro. And I had a girlfriend in Chicago. Bro, that shit made me faithful. I couldn't even cheat.
You just went back home to your girlfriend.
I was like, man, I called my girl the next morning. Like, I was just thinking about you.
Sorry, baby. I am sorry. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I left with this nasty skate bitch.
Nah, none of that. I don't cheat. Look, I was thinking about you. I love you. I'll be home soon.
This bitch was getting fisted by a donkey fit. And, all I kept thinking is, God damn, I'm glad I got a good run at home.
Bro, I'm good or not. She can take a fist. I know that. Look. Shit was crazy, bro. Like, you know how you think you're a freak until you meet a freak?
Yeah.
So, at the same time, though, it was a Mexican girl.
Bro, have you ever had a woman ask you to rape her?
No, I just do it naturally because either we fucking or I'm fucking.
No, the first, I was like maybe 22, 23, and this girl that I was with, she like literally asked me to rape her. And that fucked me all up, dude. Like, she wanted me to fucking choke her and smack her.
Oh, wait, no. I had the choke thing.
No, she wanted to fight me.
I had that.
Because that's how she got off, dude. And that was, dude, that kind of traumatized me for a minute.
That traumatized me too. And you know what? I blame it on white people because she was mixed, but her mama was. Wait. I think her mama was white.
Did she have green eyes?
No, but she had red hair. No, I don't even think she had red hair. But she was biracial, but I can't remember what the combination was. And she lived in Iowa, right? She lived in Waterloo, Iowa. And I slid down to Waterloo because she had met me in Chicago at the club, so I went to Waterloo to see her, right? And I'll never forget, she was like, "You need to choke me." And then she was like, "Choke me harder." I'm like, and she a little petite girl. She was shapely. I mean, she had a real nice figure, but she was light. She was like $120, $130. She was like 5'6", $130. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and then she was like, forget it. You won't choke me right. And then she was like, she bent over on some doggy, like, spank me harder. Then she got up, she went and grabbed a ruler, hit me with the ruler. And I'm like, what type of?
She's the type to like to be put in the huckleberry.
Yeah, bro, it scared me though. I'm like, yo, shorty, I don't get off on domestic. You know what I mean? Like, we can do a domestic.
You got the wrong tool.
Man, like, we can have a domestic dispute and then have sex, but I don't, like, domestic, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy.
No, it makes shit confusing. You know, because a bitch will let you beat the dog shit out of her in the bedroom, but then when she do something wrong, she want to call the cops on you.
But that's how I came to the conclusion, if I could choke you in the bedroom, I could choke you in the kitchen. Because once you open up the rules of engagement, you can't tell me when to do it.
At that point, there are no rules to engagement.
You feel me? So all those things, like the philosophies I have come off of 25 years of field research and side quests. You know what I mean?
Hey, I feel you, dude.
Like, this don't come from no
you don't come to your ideology and how you see the world by not going out and living it.
Right. I mean,
that's why a lot of these young dumb dudes. That's why a lot of these young dudes are dumb, because they don't live life. You know, they live through social media or whatever fucking social they're on, or everything's all fucking computer generated. Nothing's actually in real time, and they think that they've lived life, have all the answers.
Real quick, shout out to Mineral Mist for the $5 cash app. He said for Sermon Sunday. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you.
It's actually kind of turned into an impromptu Dirty Snow.
I know, right? Let me give a shout out.
Yeah, guys, actually, what you hear right now is him being a douche.
I want tacos, and tequila. Give me tacos, and tequila. I want tacos.
You know what? That song would go really good with that really skinny, big body hair, fucking Spicy Maria I got.
Hey, man. And they ain't flagged me for it, so shout out to that song. You know what I'm saying? And who loves tacos more than I love tacos, you know? Well.
But actually, what everybody's getting to watch today is usually what me and Dirty do on the phone for a couple hours.
Yeah.
We end up talking like schoolgirls about all of our past conquests, and then be like, damn, that would have been a really good show.
Yeah, we did that one a couple of times. You know what, though? But you're right about the young boys. They grew up on Kevin Samuels and watching girls act crazy on Twitter.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, I've been telling y'all this. Like,
well, too much porn, dude. Too much porn. Think about it. When we were kids, we had to get our porn from Playboy, Playpen, fucking Hustler, Penthouse. Yeah, I mean, I know you remember going through drive-through carryouts where they'd have the adult movies or the adult books or magazines sitting on that little rack, and then all of them were covered up to where you couldn't see them. It just had the logo of what fucking adult magazine it was.
The airport was like that. Going through the airport, they had it all like in a paper bag, like they were selling dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we actually, I remember when my mom found my porn stash. 15 years old, you would have thought that I sold my soul to the devil.
No, bro. Remember when you have to dress up like some type of sexual deviant with a raincoat and sunglasses to go into those shady, yeah, go to seedy areas to go get a DVD.
Dude, I remember the first time I went to an adult bookstore. What you're talking about? Dude, I had the fucking big long rain trench coat on, fucking wearing those fucking Ray-Bans and shit, and fucking had my cap actually pushed forward all the way down on my face. I'm nervous and shit.
You know what, bro? I would love to talk to somebody who worked at them stores in the late 90s, early 2000s, who had to watch all the people come in there with a face full of shame. Like all day, that's like all day is, yo, face full of shame. And then they probably had regulars, because, you know, they had the little crack core and be in the back with the quarters.
The 25-cent booth.
Yeah, the 25-cent booth. You only get 25 seconds. You got to keep feeding the quarters.
Right. They give you just enough to almost get off and then cut it off.
Yeah. It had to be a shitty job. Like, how many bad decisions did you make for that job?
Dude, imagine having to wash that booth.
It was a time. It was a time. Like, I don't, like, you know.
Remember, like, having to watch remember the porn theaters? It'd be like having to wash the aisles in that.
So the only porn theater we had in Chicago was a gay porn theater. So I never attended the porn theater. And
I never got to attend them either.
The only reason
I just know that they were around when I was a teenager.
It was around them. He was in your 20s, bro. And the reason I remember is right across the street from the gay porn theater in Chicago, and it's called Wrigleyville, but Chicagoans call it Boys Town because all the gays live in Wrigleyville. And right across the street from the movie theater is a STD clinic, like one of those free clinics. So what happened was I had a toothache.
And you went to the STD clinic for it?
Because I wanted free penicillin. Look, man, it's a side quest.
Oh shit!
So I had a gum infection, so I went to the STD clinic to get some penicillin, and they subjected me to taking an STD test or whatever.
Oh, you got that long metal fucking Q-tip.
Yeah. Shit. So what ended up happening was they told me, they was like, man, you don't have no STD. I was like, I know, bro. I said, I really just want some penicillin because my teeth, my gums are infected. And they was like, yo, we can't give you penicillin for your gums. What we can do is we can refer you to another clinic that, because I didn't have insurance. I worked a bullshit job at the Church of Scientology, and the Church of Scientology was like 4 blocks away from this clinic. So I left on my lunch break and I went to this clinic hoping I can get some penicillin.
Right.
And they was like, yo, I'm gonna send you somewhere else, but you don't need insurance. Because this before Obamacare, you know.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna send you somewhere you don't need insurance to go to the dentist, whatever. Okay, cool. So about a week or two later, I get a phone call from the clinic. Now, at the time, and I had just quit smoking. Like 3 days before, I had just quit smoking. And it was like, man,
what?
Shut up. So, so they was like, man, you got to come through. And I said, man, for what? They was like, man, we can't tell you over the phone. You got to come through. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh, dude, you smell like fucking Slim Shady.
So the next day I go to the clinic, and I never forget that this is where they sent me off, right? So, and this is how I know about the porn theater. So I go to the clinic. They say, oh, you here for your HIV results. Please wait. Bro, my whole head was spinning. I was like, oh shit, I got the monster. And then I'm like, what am I gonna tell my dad? Like,
everybody's gonna be so ashamed of you.
And I remember walking out, and there was a White Hand Pantry. And anybody who ever been to White Hand Pantry know you're gonna pay twice as much for anything in a fucking White Hand Pantry. And bro, cigarettes at that time was like $7.50, $8 a pack. Bro, White Hand Pantry was selling them for $13. I spent $13 for a pack of cigarettes. I'm in front of that motherfucker smoking. And then they told me I couldn't smoke in front of the STD clinic, so I had to go across the street. So now I'm smoking right in front, and that's how I noticed, Cause I thought it was a regular theater until I got across the street with my cigarettes and I saw all the, like the movie coming next shits they had like right before you get, you pay for your ticket. And I was like, this is some gay porn shit. Like the whole theater. So now I feel super dirty because I'm in an HIV clinic in the gay area in front of a fucking gay theater smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no good look.
If that didn't make you question all your life,
my whole
that point, dude.
22 years old, like my life is over. Think about that. 22 years old, like yo, my life is over. Then I went up there and it was like, oh, you ain't had STD, you ain't had HIV, but we found out you had a basically I'm gonna call it a yeast infection. They're like what they call it, jock itch, basically. And they gave me some fucking cream. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you scared the fuck out of me for some cream?
Sometimes it can turn into a UTI.
I'm like, you scared you had me about to crash out because I needed some cream. I was mad as shit, bro. They could have told me that shit over the phone. That's all I'm saying.
I was pissed off because my second baby mama gave me fucking a clap twice. The only time I ever caught an STD was by the woman that I had kids with. Isn't that crazy?
Not as crazy as you would think. Not as crazy as you would think.
But see, the thing is why would a woman think that she could hide that from you? But what was funny is her trying to convince me that it was me that gave it to her. I was like, the fuck I did, bitch? How the fuck did I give it to you when you're the only bitch I've been fucking?
Bro, they all liars, bro. I remember I got a bacterial infection and my first threesome. I was mad as shit. And when you talk about the grape juice fantasy, she snatched her friend. It was a crazy shit. She made her friend sleep with me. Our friend was uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable because our friend uncomfortable. She punking both of us out like, girl, you better ride him. And it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. And our friend was better than her, and the coochie was better. It was a bad situation.
Bro, that's how I paid back my ass. I didn't sleep with a friend. I slept with a cousin.
Yeah, I did that one. I slept with a girl cousin and her sister and her best friend.
Dude, and she was a redheaded, green-eyed girl. Her cousin was. And then I bragged to her about it. Said, I just slaughtered the shit out of your fucking cousin. Her pussy's way better than yours. We'll talk about pissing off a baby mama.
I told my girl that. You know what? And what's crazy? You know how like when girls cheat, they get that guilty conscience and they want to have that confession talk. Like, tell me everybody was with.
Nope, I've never had a woman do that.
Well, this bitch did it.
I've had a woman, dude. Every woman that ever cheated on me, they lied and lied and lied and lied. Dude, they were going to lie. I would stand on that hill lying.
She lied. And then one day she just tried to come clean.
Dude, I had some motherfucker call me up one night and tell me she just got done railing out my old lady in the break room where they worked. And I didn't believe him until he told me about the fucking dragonfly tattoo she had right above the crack of her ass. You know? How else would he know about that unless he had to bend over?
Hey, man. I remember girl lied.
You know what I'm saying? And look, dude, she still tried to lie.
Bro, they gonna take it to the grave. This girl, I guess she had a guilty conscience. She went to somewhere, AA or something. They told her to let people forgive her or some shit.
No, the funniest thing that ever happened to her, I remember I fucking questioned her about it when she got home, and she kept trying to play it off, man. And then when I got done fucking telling her everything I knew and got tired of her fucking lying to me, I looked at her, I was like, you know what? Oh, I forgot to tell you, the last thing you said to me before he hung up is that you were a fucking nasty, fat fucking whore. And dude, the look of fucking shame and hurt and desperation in her eyes, oh, dude, was the greatest fucking joy I ever had in my life.
I told my girl out of, because she pissed me off. Because I knew the bitch cheated. And she finally wanted to admit that she cheated. But I already knew she cheated. But I wasn't even mad about it. I was still like, shorty, I'd never cheat on you. Like, that's bad. But she cheated twice, and she cheated with a motherfucker that she knew I was into it with. So, bitch, you really tried to set me up with the pussy, right? So now I got mad. I was like, shorty, you know what? I fucked this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, and your best friend. So she hung up on me. And I called her back like, hold on, I wasn't finished. And I fucked that bitch, that, and your sister.
My wife is lucky she met me when she did, because if she would have met me earlier, now she wouldn't have liked me.
Bro,
Dude, I was a nasty motherfucker, dude. I was fucking evil by that point.
Bro, I was killed. And you know what? And I tell these stories, right? Because they really happened. And
Right.
people like, how did you ever? You can't fuck all those girls. I'm like, nigga, you can't fuck all those girls. Like shit, girls.
Dude, I used to. There was a point where I was fucking 5 fucking different girls a night.
Man, look, bro, I was like at 3.
And look, dude, you know it's possible. You know you can do it. And when you're in your early 20s, that fucking thing never goes down.
Bro, you know what's so fucked up? I was on my 3rd girl one day, and my dick wouldn't get hard. Like I was done. And it'd be hard, then she'd be like, put on a condom, and every time I tried to put on a condom and to go down, then she'd suck me off and to get hard, then I tried to put on a condom and to go down. I was like, shorty, just give me a minute. She called a cab and left. I was sad as shit. Because that's the one girl I didn't hit. I'm like, I didn't hit 2 girls I already hit.
Mr. O asked, Snowman, what made that guy call you? Did he give you a reason? Yeah, he just wanted to be a fucking cocksucker and tell me he was fucking my old lady at the time. That's why he did it, man, because he couldn't even tell me who he was. I wanted to fucking knock his teeth down the back of his throat.
You know what?
Man, the only reason being is because obviously he knew she had an old man because he called me after he did it.
You know what?
That's some fucking dirty Mac.
That's some dirty shit, bro. That look. You know what's worse than that? Even worse. He was worse. He was worse. But you know what's more dangerous than that? When they got a man at the crib and you don't know, and then dude call you.
Dude, that's what it was. I was sitting at home watching the kids while this bitch was supposed to be at work.
But you was the man. So just look, like I remember this happened to me a few times. But
I know what you're talking about when the guys at work and there was another dude at home.
Yeah, like the time that pissed me off.
That happened too, man.
I remember I ran into this girl. Like I had been with, like we had smashed maybe twice a year for like 3 years at that point. Like I ain't see her that often, but when I saw her, we smashed, right? So she came to the city. She lived in the suburbs, Bolingbrook or some shit. And she came to the city. She had bought a new car, and she was like, "Man, I'm in your area. Come ride down on me." So I ride down on her. I see a new car. She had bought a. This when the Camaro, when Transformers just came out and they switched the new Camaro to look like Bumblebee.
Yeah, that man, they showed out on that Camaro.
Yeah, she had just bought a canary yellow, a Bumblebee Camaro, and it was like a nice car. I was like, yo, it's a nice car.
Dude,
And
I
she
was pissed off the first time I saw one of them driving down the road. I wanted one so bad.
Man, yeah, she had one, bro. I was like, damn. So we hung out with her cousin for a minute. And she was at her cousin's house. She was drunk. She was at her cousin's house. I was like, I'm going to ride out. She was like, man, there's too many people here. Can I spend the night with you? I'm like, all right, cool. So she come back to the crib. And she know the rules. I'm like, shorty, you can't be in my bed with street clothes on. So she get naked. So at some point, we smashed, right?
So you hear that, Royce J? Even early on, it was women couldn't talk if they had clothes on. It seems like that's always been one of his rules.
Always, bro. So we smash. I text her the next day.
You muted, man, and turn up your gain some. We can't hear you.
He said turn up. So we smashed. I text her the next day, on some make sure she made it to the crib. That consideration text, like, shorty, you know what I'm saying? Joy seeing you, you know what I mean? Make it to the crib. About an hour later, I get a call from an unknown number. I call like, motherfucker, you sleeping with my girl? I'm like, who the fuck is your girl? That's my girl, woo woo, and you texting my bitch, and you know what I'm saying? You sending her dick pics and pussy pics, and I'm like, what?
Why you sending her pussy pics?
I sent her a picture of her sleep, and I was like, man.
You sent her a picture of her own pussy?
I sent her a picture of herself sleep.
This motherfucker sending bitches pictures of her own pussy.
Look, man, I'm true. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, bro. Like,
we can't hear you, Royce J.
Like if
you got your mic settings on.
Hold on. Royce in here?
Or it might be fucking on Dirty's end too.
Hold on, it could be. Hold on. Oh shit, Royce in here. Hold on, I ain't even bring him in.
Now talk. No.
It's on my end. It's on my end. Hold on, Royce. Let me get you right. Let me get you right, fam.
You didn't know Royce was in here?
I didn't even know Royce was in here. I know you kept saying you couldn't hear him. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's been sitting here for like 10 minutes.
That's crazy. Hold on, man. Let me make sure I can get your value.
No, see how much Oak Diddy gives a shit about you?
Man, nigga,
you need to get rid of that Diddy at the end of your name, man. It's not a good look anymore. If it ever was.
Hey, you know what? I named the channel. This was like a throwaway channel, and then somehow it became the brand channel. Like I had, anyway.
And then you had a white guy come over here and colonize it for you.
I rebuke you in the name of the Lord.
You don't rebuke shit, man.
I'm a rebuker now.
Are you gonna figure this out or not, man? I'd like to hear what Royce has to say.
Yeah, I think I just did. Roy, say something.
No.
Nah.
It might be on his end now.
Nah, it could be me. Try again.
Look, dude, I don't know why you try to do high tech shit, man, because you suck at it.
Look, man. I pay you for this shit. I'm trying to make it work.
You can pay for StreamYard.
Alright, it should be on now. I don't know if Roy say something, it's gonna work out. Nah, I still can't hear you. How the fuck I hear Snowman? I don't even like. No, I'm just fucking. Hold on.
I don't like you either, man.
I know, and here we are.
Royce, try back out and hop back in. See if that'll work.
No, I
don't.
Nah, it ain't because of that. How the fuck I got you? Hold on, let me go to properties.
Shit. Now we can't get back on at all.
You don't get back on. Okay, so collab PM1. How the fuck can I hear you?
I don't know.
Oh, I see why. Alright, he can come back on. I see what happened. And I see why you doubled up too, by the way.
I figured you'd figure it out eventually. Undouble me.
Not sure if I can. I'm gonna try right now.
Yo.
You still double?
Yeah, I'm still double.
Oh, no,
I just learned to deal with it.
No, I ain't got to you yet.
Now we hear you.
Alright, you shouldn't have a double.
Hey, you have an echo on your own place? Do you have an echo on your own? An echo. Do you have an echo? I have a slight delay now.
Oh, he back? Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear him. We don't give a shit if you can.
That's crazy.
Me and Royce can carry the show.
I bet. Now I can hear you.
Now he should be able to hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
See, now he got the echo too.
I got the echo now?
Yo.
That might be on your end, because you hear echo, Royce?
You're a homo.
I'm a hetero.
No, you're a homo.
What about now?
Nah, dude,
I don't hear echo.
It's no big deal.
I don't hear echo.
I've turned my mixer down enough to where I don't hear it that much. I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Let me see if this fuck up Snowman. Let me see something.
You know, I can't help it that Dirty doesn't know how to run the sound equipment.
Look, first of all,
this dude's supposed to be a movie star. He been in like 2 Spike Lee joints. He been in a couple of barbershop movies. Died within the first 3 minutes of a scary movie. You know, so but he can't figure out how to run a fucking soundboard.
Cuz, man, I was working for food. Ain't no food. I gotta provide my own food here. No one will provide my own food. Let me try something. Snow, say something.
Something.
You still hear the echo?
Yeah, like I said, I can deal with it. I've been dealing with it for a couple hours now.
Do you got StreamYard? I mean, you got YouTube running?
Yeah, but I got it muted.
That might be the one.
I've been doing this long enough that I already know to mute that stuff.
What's poppin', pimpin'?
Man, I'm chilling, man.
Dude, you about to open that pool up behind you?
Man, that pool been open. Hey, I'm in Florida. That pool open all year long. Water might be kind of cold, but you know.
The hell to us people up here in the north, man, it should probably be warm.
Yeah, man. I like to show it sometimes to my fans and stuff, just to see who get pissed off.
Just to rub it in their face.
Right. Especially they see that hot tub and they go, this motherfucker. And wait till I show them the other pool.
Dude, I used to have a hot tub too, man. Up around these parts, you can get hot tubs for free.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I got a tinkle. I'll be right back. Y'all can hold the show down.
Right. I don't know about down there in Florida. Well, I know that the pawn shops in Florida suck, dude.
I ain't seen a pawn shop since I've been down here, man. I've been down here full time for a year. I ain't seen a pawn shop yet.
I have a buddy that lives in what is it? Clearwater area.
Okay.
And they had to take me to a couple pawn shops. I don't know where you're originally from Chicago, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, up here pawn shops are like used music stores.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where I've always been used to going and getting like guitars and drums and mixers, PAs, all you know, that's always where I've gotten my gear. You know, and I went down to Florida and I didn't bring my guitar with me. So what I did while I was down there is I went to a pawn shop to buy a vacation guitar that I left down there.
Okay.
All right. Dude, I had to go to 4 different pawn shops before I could find a decent Johnson acoustic guitar to play. Like, I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys' pawn shops down here, man? Where I'm from, they're music stores.
Yeah. You know what? It's different down there, man. Like, I've been down here 4 times a year. And I've had a property down here for 10 years. And then I had another property 4 years when I was getting close to retirement. That was when I was at all the time. And being down here like for a year full time, I see that it's different, man. I mean, like stores, you know how people interact. Like Floridians are they a lot of white Floridians get the reputation of being racist, and I don't see it. Like, and I'm sure that there is probably some of that, but I don't see it. They're more like Mormons than anything. They're like the nicest people you would ever want to meet that would shoot you in the face if they had to. You know, they shoot you in the face and then do CPR on you.
Right.
Yeah, but it's different, man. Like, and depending on where you at, it's like a different state altogether. Like, I'm in Northeast Florida, not far from St. Augustine.
Okay.
That's that's around Jacksonville and stuff, and it's different. It's more like Georgia than say like when you get to Orlando. Orlando is damn near like Chicago, Humboldt Park, and New York Bronx together as far as the people. Then when you get to like when you go to the west side of Florida, if you're in the upper northwest part, that's basically Alabama. You hit the central part on the west side, that's Chicago. Everybody there from Chicago or Wisconsin, and then you get to South Florida, that's like it's like a foreign country. Like if you don't speak Spanish or French, you damn near you out of there. You can't do shit on your own. Especially if you go to real Miami outside of excuse me, outside of South Beach, in order to really get stuff done, you got to either speak like Haitian Creole, French, or Spanish. You damn near can't get a job. Can get a job if you don't speak one of them. You sure as hell can't network none of that shit. So it's real different, man.
When I was down there, Florida seemed different.
You see what?
I said when I was down there, Florida seemed different. It wasn't like being up north.
It's real different, man. It's and then you really got all of the country areas. That shit is different. You know, it's like um shit. Oh shit, I didn't even talk about the pirate culture down here. These motherfuckers take that shit serious.
What, the pirate culture?
Yeah, they take that shit serious. Like especially like the white people around here that's from Florida, they are descendants of either crackers or pirates. And now you
So they all think they're cooking shit.
basically a cattle rustler. You know, so they either come from them or they come from outright pirates, like black sails, like a motherfucker.
Like Blackbeard and shit.
It's tripped out, man.
That's wild. I can see it though. You know, that's the thing that white people pride themselves in is being some of the worst people on the face of the planet. I mean, think about it. You think about everything white culture, man, it all goes back to being some of the most devious motherfuckers to ever live.
Right.
and dude, we bask in the glory of it.
Man, you know what? When you cool with them, best people in the world. You piss them off, most devious people you could ever come across.
Yeah, because we have some warped minds, bro.
Man.
I mean, I know me and some of the evil shit that I've thought about doing to people. And I'm somewhat normal. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine, dude, where you got to be to turn into someone like, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer or Ted Bundy or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although, I tell you what, there seems to be more and more crazy brothers showing up in these worlds now too, man. Yeah. Holy shit, that dude that chopped up them body parts over in New York, fuck me.
Yeah, that's probably some Caribbean dude shit right there.
Nah, he was somewhere on the Joe Rogan podcast.
What?
Yeah. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Dude, that was huge.
No.
Yeah, this dude was on the Joe Rogan podcast, like maybe a few days to a week or so beforehand, talking about how he worked for worked with troubled kids and shit, not this, that, and the other, man. He was found with a chopped up fucking, I don't know if it was a woman's body, all chopped up into parts of his apartment and shit.
You know what? How mad do you gotta be to say, not only am I going to delete you, I am going to chop you up.
And make sure no one ever gets to look at you again.
You have really got to have some serious stuff going on, man.
For real, dude. Think about that. That's some white people shit. That's something I'd expect from a mob. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And look, dude, when I was like, I remember when I was in my late 20s over in Lima, Ohio, they found this body out in the cornfield. I shit you not, it was the craziest thing ever. They found a body in the cornfield that was missing its head, its hands, and its feet.
That ain't unusual. I've seen that before.
Nah, for that area, that was unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, to be found just in a random cornfield, a body with no head, no hands, and no feet. Guess where they found the head, the hands, and the feet, though?
Where?
Somewhere down in Texas.
I'm not surprised. That's some cartel.
that was a fucking cartel hit. I guarantee it.
That's some cartel mess, man. Yeah, I've seen some shady stuff like that. Cause you know, I retired out of law enforcement, and I did investigations like that. And so you see some way out stuff. And it's like,
dude, when I was about I think 6 or 7 years old, we lived in this it was like a apartment complex, but they were little like single story, like 2-bedroom houses. All right, but it was in like a little country apartment complex.
Yeah.
Well, the guy that lived next to me at the time, I was in like first or second grade,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy that lived next door to me with his parents, he was like a junior or senior in high school. I remember one morning, the neighbor, the apartment complex was right next to a junkyard. If this will tell you how white trash it was, all right. But the lady that owned the junkyard, she went out to check her mail, and she found the girl that lived on the dairy farm across the street. She was dead and strangled in the ditch right in front of her fucking mailbox. Well, what happened was the kid that lived beside me, him and some other kid had raped and strangled the shit out of this girl the night before. And they found his bloody fucking clothes and everything in the shed behind our house.
So he didn't set the stuff on fire or dispose.
No.
Dummy.
Dude, his name was David Duggar. To this name, I still remember, dude. David Duggar.
David Duggar?
Yeah. Tell me that don't sound white trash as fuck.
Bro, that is porn.
His mama's name is Dee Dee Duggar.
That sound like a killer.
Yeah, that's a porn name, bro.
You know, but dude, that was like the first experience I had, or like close experience I had with death like that. You know, was that I remember being questioned by the investigators. Dude, they had cops and investigators out there scouring the entire complex for like fucking 3 days.
Yeah. That's
Wild shit. Only 6, 7 years old, man.
yeah. They do something to you, man. They do something to you. Yeah. So Dirty was talking about Wrigleyville, Boys Town, clinic over there. So.
Also, you know all about that.
Yeah, I know about the clinic. So I used to live in Garfield Park for a while, over there on the west side, and they had this place called Golden Dome that was right in the middle of the park, where it was like basically like a community center, and that's where everybody that got burnt, they got gonorrhea or something, you had to go to the Golden Dome to go get treated, and then they would hit your Jimmy with a hammer
oh God,
to knock the bus up out of it.
Oh.
So I remember when I first got over there, and dudes was talking like, yeah, man, I had to go to the Golden Dome one time because old girl, she gave me a gonorrhea, man, and I was like, I had to be about 15, and these guys talking like that, and it ain't all like 15, 16, and I'm like,
dude, the clap is some bullshit.
I'm like, how you get this clap and you 15, 16 years old? What are y'all doing?
That's
fucking wrong hose.
Hey, mess with them girls who was too mature, but boys they age.
That's a fact. Yeah. Hey, dude, everybody had those one or two bitches that was always fucking engaged to some dude that was in college or fucking way too old to be her fucking boyfriend. Everybody had one of those.
That's that R. Kelly shit, man. When people like in other parts of the country act outraged that R. Kelly was
dude, that shit was going on everywhere.
If you from Chicago, that was common knowledge. He would hang out at Kenwood, South Shore, Hyde Park. He would hang out at all these high schools.
Morgan Park.
The high schools waiting on the girls to come out.
Fuck, dude, all you had to do was listen to his music. He was telling me right his music what he was doing.
Him, Hugh Sweat, Aaron Hall, all of them, man.
All of them, man.
Look, you know just as well as I do, every fucking musician is that every one of them has slept with underage girls. Every one of them.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a problem with calling them underage girls. If she bleeding, she breathing. Right?
Look, I'm not saying it's their fault because most of these girls they present themselves as adults.
Right. They don't get pigtails until you go to court.
Right. All I'm saying is we know that there are a shit ton of underage groupie fucking band-aids that follow bands around and do nothing but fucking, everything they can to get swallowed out by them.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to them. Look, I think that girls should be able to get married to grown ass men at 14, 15 years old. I didn't believe that at 14, 15 years old, right? But the older I get, and they started coming out with shows like 16 and Pregnant and all that. I'm like, she pregnant by a nigga that's 17. He ain't gonna be able to. She fucking up 2 lives.
Right.
Like,
fun fact: in the state of Illinois, you can get married at the age of 14 if your parent gives
consent.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that where Jerry Lee Lewis or some shit went and got married to his cousin?
Well, he could have got married anyway, bro.
Like, no, because he married his cousin when she was 14, and where her mom and dad were from, that was still a crime.
Why he got married in West Virginia? I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, the girl was from, like, Kentucky or Tennessee.
Yeah, Elvis did the same thing.
Yeah. So did
was as fuck when he married her.
What was dude's name from the Beatles? John Lennon.
John Lennon was from Yoko Ono.
Yeah, that's true. What's the other one?
You talking about Paul McCartney?
Now, Paul McCartney married an old bird and took all his money. And not Ringo. What's the fourth one?
George Harrison.
George Harrison. He had a young girl. This girl was like 13, 14 when they hooked up.
Yeah, you got some.
Well, like I said, you know, well, look, that's what's coming of this Diddy thing, man. It's actually coming to light to people that this is something that's been a part of Hollywood and, you know, the music business when it comes to kids forever.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
And look, deep down inside, they had to have known that was what was going on with their young daughter.
That's not even music, though, bro. Look, I remember being 26 or something like that. And I was with a girl who, I still don't know what her real age is. I'm assuming she was 16. And the only reason, you know what's so crazy? I did a short about it,
But dude, imagine being a young white kid finding out that the only reason why Diddy wanted you around is so you would suck his dick.
Justin Bieber.
Think about that for a second. Think about how that fucking wrecked that kid's mind.
Yeah, Justin all fucked up.
I mean, they didn't even start out with, you know, a baby dick or nothing like that. They went straight from no dick to a big ass. For all I know, it's probably a tree trunk. Here, choke on this, Bieber.
You wake up and you sleep in.
Dude, that's the type of shit nightmares are from.
But you know what, though? Here's the difference. There's a difference between being a sexual deviant, right? Because when you really, like, living that pedo lifestyle,
living la vida loca,
you don't care what the gender is. You just care about the age. That's why, you know, people go to Thailand and the Philippines and go get the lady boys, right? Like you don't care about the age.
At least with the lady boys, I respect that they tell you they're lady boys.
Yeah, that's true. But you don't care about the gender because you just, that's how your head is wired, right? But when it comes to the statute, I'm against it because feminism. Like when you study it and you realize it was just a bunch of old girls who couldn't find a husband, who passed up all the good men, and now they want a second chance at a good man, so they banned young viral women from being able to be with the most eligible bachelors. That's why I'm against that.
Bro, you should have listened to the beginning of my stream today. I've stumbled across this dude on TikTok. His name was Crackhead Joe Dirt.
Don't tell me that's white YouTube.
Oh, dude, that was white TikTok. All right. But anyhow, he was sitting there trolling these bitches and dudes talking about how he was going to use the woman's restroom if he wanted to.
I've been in the women's restroom.
Dude, they stink.
They do. But you know, I went in the women's restroom.
Dude, every women's restroom I've been in, it smells like a fucking toxic sewage dump.
Yeah, it smells like old pads. But what's
Dude, yeah, it smells like dying flesh.
But what's crazy is I thought it was the boys' bathroom, and I was wondering why they didn't have urinals. But I had to take a number 2 anyway, so I really ain't pay attention to after. Right? So while I'm on the toilet, a woman comes in, and the stall next to me, I see her feet. I'm like, oh shit, that's the women's washroom. And that's what I realized.
Saying, you gotta catch it though, man. It's only like 45 minutes, but it's the funniest shit I've ever listened to, man. Because he had these people so fucking bent out of shape. Even at me at first, dude. Even me at first, I wasn't catching that he was trolling. You know?
I got a picture somewhere.
Speaking of which, that's that crazy stuff. Life and scars we talking about, man. Hey, Dirty. I already turned snowman on Life and Scars. You ever get a chance?
Oh, is that black dude I was telling you about? Man, dude, the one night he was on there, he was talking about he caught some gonorrhea and shit.
Yeah, that's him.
Dude,
You got it.
he was like, man, I got the drippy dick, man, but I still got a date with this white girl, man, and she got the biggest fucking ass I've ever seen in my life, dude. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to go over there and fuck her anyhow, even though I know I have drippy dick. And he was like, look, technically you're supposed to tell bitches if you got some shit, but if I tell her in a different language, am I still technically telling her, and if even though she doesn't understand what I'm saying?
That's the kind of stuff that dude talking about.
Dude, I was dying.
He talked about having the drippy dick for about 3 nights in a row, man. I was like, this dude is wild, man.
And he's like, listen, Chad, I don't give a fuck what you guys think about me, man. I don't give a shit. I'm just up here trying to share my life with you.
You know what, bro? And I'm guilty of this. Sometimes you can overshare, you know?
There's a thing there's a such dude. My uncle had to teach me that there was a such thing as being too truthful. And there really is. There's a fine line between being truthful about things and being honest, and just telling too much fucking information.
Too much info. Like me having my monster scare. I ain't get the monster. It was dumb, but it was all about being in Boys Town and realize, like, it was a trigger. Like, yo, I was in front of a gay theater and people looking at me.
I still can't get past this motherfucker was in Boys Town, right across the street from a gay fucking movie theater at a gay fucking clinic.
Bro, shit was wild, bro.
Shit was some penicillin and cool fucking abscess tooth.
I worked, bro. I worked on Belmont and Milwaukee. For those who know the area, so like that was the closest. It was like on Irving Park. That's like the next light up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the closest one to my job. Bro.
I told my son this summer I'm going to take him up to Gary, Indiana, show him Michael Jackson's house.
Hey, so, fun fight story. Over on Belmont and Sheffield, there used to be a club called Medusa's back in the day.
Medusa's used to jump.
Man, Medusa's used to pop off, man. Well, down the street from Medusa's is a club called Club Normandy.
Dude, Club Normandy sounds like a place I would be comfortable with.
No, not at all.
Medusa sounds like some place I don't want to go to.
No, Medusa's where you want to go.
You would love Medusa's, Dirty. I mean,
Snow. It was house music, all races of people. It was nice.
Oh, shit, that was back in the day when you had the glow sticks and shit, too.
Yeah, they had the cloud and deodorant. Yeah.
They had heavy metal night. They had house music. They had new wave. They had different musics for different nights, and then they had a couple of floors where on Saturday they played like all 3 music genres.
Right.
So whatever you like, you can go to that floor and and vibe.
There's a place like that in Indianapolis I used to go to in my early 20s.
Yeah.
So back to Club Normandy. Club Normandy was a gay club.
Oh shit.
Wait. Before you tell this story, have you noticed in Chicago all the gay clubs have German names? Like Club Berlin.
Like Celtic name, something, some kind of white Celtic name, man, that you would think would be associated with some biker club or some shit.
We got Club Berlin, Club Normandy. All right, anyway, I just noticed that, though. I just thought about that. They subliminal messaging. But anyway.
Right.
White people are gay.
Germans are gay.
I used to hang out with this cat. We used to call him P-Stone Rodney. And Rodney was a P-Stone from he was from the North Pole over there by Lawrence and Kedzie. So, everybody would go to Medusa's on Saturday, party, stuff like
Light
that.
skin?
No, P-Stone Rodney looked like Chapel Ranks.
Okay, all right, cool. I don't know.
So, there's a Dunkin' Donuts about a block east of the train stop.
That's Club Berlin, bro.
The Berlin is over there too, but Club Normandy was down the street from Medusa's. Berlin was around the corner.
Same Dunkin' Donuts though.
Same Dunkin' Donuts.
All right, I'm with you.
So we hanging out in the parking lot over at
right across the street from the manhole.
Right. So we hanging out in the parking lot, kicking it and stuff. You know, trying to talk to little girls in the parking lot. So this one dude, one big tall white dude, he's talking. He had to be about 40, 45, and he's talking to all of these young kids and stuff. We thinking he's trying to buy drugs because that's what usually happens. And so it was me, P-Stone Rodney, and this white boy named Skip. Skip was from Evanston. So the white guy pulled Skip aside. He's talking to Skip. Yeah, and we see Skip start looking around real nervous, like, man, what the fuck is this dude talking to me? So the dude put his hands in his pockets and he said something to Skip. And Skip fired off on him. Wow! Skip said, this motherfucker asked me to suck his dick. So me, Rodney, and a bunch of other guys, man, we stomped that dude to oblivion. Hopped on the train. And then
real quick,
the train, Keystone Rodney decided to shoot somebody on the train platform.
What the what?
Real quick, man. If I give you the link to the StreamYard, that way you can share this dirty. You want to switch over to my StreamYard, that way I can fucking have decent audio and we can all sound proper.
Actually, man, we can resume this on your channel. Cause
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to shut down, man. I've been doing this like 6 hours, man. We already went past. I do want to play something before we leave, though, because you asked about the Seminole boy, and then I'm gonna shut it down.
Play it on the other stream then, because I already got it set up.
This drove the Seminoles and the Black Seminoles deeper into Central Florida, deeper into the Everglades. It was here that the two bands grew closer, and it was also here that it birthed two legendary leaders. I still love for the Seminoles and John Horse, a.k.a. Abraham, to lead the Black Seminoles.
So the First Seminole War began between 1860 and 1870.
I just wanted to say that, man, that the Seminole War was about, apparently Seminole means runaway. So the Seminole Indians, more or less, they're saying were the black people who adopted the culture and the gods of their of the Indians.
How about any comments in the back of this?
I don't even know if I got a back check. This is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna take it to your channel. So
well, I don't need you. I got StreamYard link that I can leave you right now. I'll put it in the main chat.
Yeah, put it in the main chat, man. We're gonna
that way you guys can hop over there and see it. You can hop over. I'll delete it.
I'm gonna let y'all see some movie before we leave.
Until it became hard between his fingertips, while his right hand healed lips. Nicky Moll's finger darted across her slippery, which is when she felt her insides being split by the thickness, gasped for breath as water slowed after snow. Her legs quaked and her mouth, oh shit, at the top of her lungs and swallowed his meat whole. Her hands grabbed his hips and she pushed and pulled, forcing him to thrust his pole back and forth against her twisted tongue as it gradually turned into more than she could swallow. She moved her hands to the shaft and
Sit it, boss. When books come to life.
Yeah, the links out in the chat.
Yeah, that's back in the day when I used to like the black girls. Well, I never really liked them with clothes on. I think about it. That's crazy. I should be a better person, man. I should be a more well-rounded person. I should listen to girls with clothes on. So I can be stupid.
That sounds stupid as fuck.
You know what's so crazy? So that's what turned me dark, right? So true story. My dad. This is 2010. It was really December 2009, but 2010. My dad told me he want grandkids. I'm like, oh, Pop, you want me to fuck raw? I can do that for you, no problem, right? He was like, no. I want you to get married. I want a I want a daughter-in-law and I want grandkids. I'm like, all right. So I done spent 30 years not listening to women. 31 years of my life never listening to women. Not my mama, not my sister. Because I know, like, the keywords, right? Because anytime they talk to you, they want you to do something. It's like take out the garbage. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be anything of value. And I ain't listening to girls, because if you talk to enough women, you'll realize all their first conversations are exactly alike. So you don't really have to listen to them, right? I put the phone on mute, I scramble eggs, I talk to my friends. When I hear a pause, I'm like, for real, what happened? That's crazy. And then I put the phone back on mute. I never listen to girls. That's why my numbers was crazy, because you let a girl talk herself into giving you some ass, right? Let her talk until I hear, I feel like you need my whole life. And I'm like, I got her. Because they ain't heard shit, right? I started listening to girls in 2010. Probably for 18 months, I probably listened to 19 women, 20 women. I haven't been else with. And it was like needles in my brain, bro. I felt empathy for every man raised by a single mother. Any man who was looking for love. Any man who took girls seriously. Like, I short circuited for like 6 years, bro. Like, I couldn't understand what the fuck just happened. You know what I'm saying? It was like shell shock. It was like a kid from a privileged home that goes to the service and ends up in a war. Like, I didn't understand what happened. And by the time I got back combobulated, I'm like, yo, niggas are dumb. Like, you'll go crazy listening to girls because girls don't know what they want. Ever. No matter what they say they want, they don't want that. You know what I mean? They want it right then. They don't want that. So I'm like, yo, this shit is dumb. So all my side quests ended because I was like, girls is dumb. So all the side quests was fun though. I like side quests. Shout out to side quests. So yeah, so I'm going on a side quest with Andy Snow. We ain't going to no fucking abandonment.
We'll be right back, man. Just wait for him to drop another link. It'll go live here in about 30 seconds.
Yeah. So we back at it, man. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Thanks for y'all tuning in. Love your brothers as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Meet up on Angry Snow. We out.